mean by insecurity?
When I say insecurity, you have, what's the word? You know, I got third grade education.
Well, let me ask you a question.
When you have a fear, when you have a fear of something.
Okay, now if so, you're saying a man is secure if he allows other men around his woman. He's secure.
He's secure within himself.
What makes him secure that he allows men around his woman that he know?
That nigga a fool.
If she choose to go that way with that man, then she's never been for me. That's up to her, and I move in the way that I need to move.
What makes him secure though? Because he knows that he can't control her, and so if she cheats, it is what it is. That makes him secure.
Period.
So
damn, for real.
You know I love you've been rocking with me when they had 10 people watching this motherfucker.
Go ahead, ask your question. What's your question?
Well, you know, just in terms of even an old friend, you know, just considering what was being said, I think Illa has a point. I think you guys have a point in terms of he'd been a friend for a long time. In my head, I'm like, the fuck that mean to me? You know, like that's just how my head, like when I be thinking this shit, I'm a husband now, right? Oh, I don't, what you did generally, I don't, it is what it is, right? But what can he do for her? Can she go to him for the support? Can she go to him for money?
None of that shit.
I'm gonna let you finish answering.
Can she go to him for money?
No, she can't. That's my job.
Can she go to him for spiritual guidance?
No,
that's your job. Shit.
Exactly.
Can she go to him for protection?
No,
like man, they go fight things of that nature. The strong boys would be taken and separated from their family, stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were they're used to. Yes, that's happened.
So when we're criticizing black men, if you think it takes a couple generations to change, right? And we just went through some of the things you acknowledged happened to black men and were targeted specifically just 2 generations ago with your your generation. And then we come at black men like we did it all to ourselves. You don't think there's an apology of some sort in order?
Can I just ask this, Mr. Fantastic, what was the reason that she would mention your pension? Because she's not going to just do that out of nowhere. What happened to make her say, oh, I want your pension? Or was she looking to divorce you for something? Just saying something that you may have done. She wanted to divorce you, and so she mentioned it, and then you beat her to it.
I've explained this at least. This is the last time I'm gonna tell y'all this. We were living in 2 separate things called geobashing, right? She was the one accusing me of doing shit that I wasn't doing. I told her, if you go to this and you keep accusing me when I'm not doing anything. I was in her hometown with her people around all her folks for the free.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear about something. Shit. I did not ask him for his pension because that had children outside of our marriage.
You left him for free.
Y'all always get on here. So shut the up.
You not
Y'all
listening.
always get on here.
You not
try
listening.
to dismiss women. Stop
you
trying to
not
be
listening.
in abusive relationships, whether it is
you are not listening.
Or not.
Bro, if you had 2 people sitting there, right? They had a one night stand. He put the rubber on, and you got to tell one of them they was wilding, and one of them they was wilding. You would say the woman was wilding.
Mm-hmm.
She should have made that nigga put a condom on.
Yeah, especially because niggas' dicks be dirty.
Damn! What level of responsibility? Well, not what the stats say. What level of responsibility would it be on? So he didn't put a condom on. She got pregnant. It's a one night stand. Who would you put the onus on for that happening more?
If I had to choose the woman because she gives the access.
Damn. So she should have made sure he put a condom on his dick.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Like that. Wow.
Look like Mr. Fantastic was right.
Brother.
Okay. Damn. So putting a baby.
That need to be a mom is huge for women. So depending on who the woman is, a woman with a kid is less desperate to have a baby with any goddamn body.
Okay. All right. But you're saying she's 28. The clock starts getting louder and louder.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the danger comes in.
She have a baby by a homeless person. She don't give a shit. she ready to pull up on her bridge with no panties on.
That guy from he just came home, right? He just got out of jail. What's his name? Meeks. Jeremy Meeks. I think he was a prisoner.
Yes.
He got
with a good hair. Yeah.
He got green eyes and all that.
They wanted to get click about that dude. Ain't got no job, no nothing. That's a perfect example. Yep.
Damn, man.
The dude with the green eyes, she wants her baby with. So that's what I'm saying. She find a whatever type of dude that would make a pretty baby. She online saying, I'm on birth control. You ain't gotta wear no condom. Nigga ain't got no job, no nothing, but he got green eyes. She gonna bust it open.
Looks like we're telling the truth.
The problem, y'all come on these panels and you want to crucify black women. Your intention, as we talk about a lot of times, y'all talk about intention and you want us to follow you. We can't follow you if your intentions are not
I don't
good.
want you to follow me. You would get tired.
Here we go again.
You couldn't walk that far.
You're trying to make it about me.
You couldn't follow me because you get tired.
On this panel, and you came on here to spew your hate for black women, and you are justifying it.
And it bothered you.
You're justifying it by coming on here and making it seem as if you are teaching us something.
I didn't say I was teaching a thing, ma'am.
You can't.
Did I tell you I was teaching you?
Any person that you don't like.
Did I was telling you I was teaching you? Did I say I was teaching anything?
Work that way.
Ma'am, did I say I was teaching anything?
No, but you got on this panel with the intention of telling us why men don't approach.
What I would recommend is you you get a job, right? You work it, maybe in an industry that you could thrive in. Learn it, right? Without the risk, build a foundation. That way, when you jump into it, you're ready, Are we having a conversation? Are you here? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Are you responding to me, you think, or?
Who else am I responding to? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what I hear. You asked me what I hear as far as that question.
I know, but as I'm breaking it down for you, is it?
Move on. Let it go.
You are partway chivalrous to like you and yours. Is that truly chivalry? Is it just you protecting your investment or your asset, which is your life? And I want to go back to maybe that isn't as chivalrous because you're protecting your investment, which is your wife. If somebody smacks her investment, but the woman on the bus, the old lady on the bus is standing up with a cane, and you gonna sit there and stick your happy hips, your wide hips down that bus, and watch her stand up on that with that cane the whole entire time. That's not chivalrous. Are
you saying that me protecting my wife is less chivalrous than me giving my seat up for some old hag?
Are you
no. Are
you really chivalrous if you are only protecting your investment?
It's mine, right?
Right, you're protecting what's yours, but are you truly chivalrous if you don't give up the seat on the bus?
A woman that does things for me is enough. I don't need extra girlfriend.
Maddie, you made the point.
Yeah, let me make a quick point, right? I think this conversation can trigger women, but to be fair, right, to where Beans was going, because it's not a checkmate, but I understand your point, is that women don't actually believe that they're bringing value to guys like that, because otherwise they would be encouraging men outside their man to have more female friends, and they don't. They actually discourage. Hey, you don't need no female friends. But wait, women are so valuable and important. What you mean I don't need no female friends? It actually shows you what women think.
Even women think about that shit.
There's a lot of nuance there that you could examine.
That's a great point.
That's clear. I agree.
That's from the biological standpoint.
Indeed.
Now they try to change that culturally into women don't have a definition. There's nothing that actually defines it. What ended up happening was this, though. The advent of feminism actually took away what femininity was by saying it was antiquated, it was old school, it was slavery, it was oppressive. But then they turned women into fake men. So everything that a woman do valuable is what men do. She go out work, she go out make money, she go out and get a degree, she go out and get education, she go out and buy things, she go out and she can afford things. These are all the things that men have been using to measure themselves and whether or not they've been successful or valuable or things of that nature. Women had a different set of things.
Been only pursuing so much for the attention of women. This is all, it sounds so new to me when I'm hearing it, but maybe I didn't have this perspective before. Calvin was good. B Love, what's up? but it's just like
yeah. It's a broadcast. It's a broadcast. It's a broadcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. DJ Ham about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels, and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing, jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no, I love you, real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ Hamp, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ Hamp, it's time to start the show. Yeah, it's a broadcast. It's a broadcast. It's a broadcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. DJ Ham about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels, and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing, jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no, I love you, real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ Hamp, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ Hamp, it's time to start the show.
yo.
It's a stampede! DJ Ham the Stampede.
DJ Ham the Stampede.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ Ham the Stampede, Mr. Fantastic. Aaron will be up here shortly. Mr. Fantastic, what's poppin'?
Brother. Yo, what up, bro? What's going on?
What's good? How you?
Hey, man. Another day, man. Monday.
Indeed. Turn that mic up a little bit.
Check.
There we go, man.
Brother.
Wow. Hit the like button, man. Salute the Monday and all that. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I had fun yesterday on the audition show. A lot of people ain't ready for this shit, Mr. Fantastic. I think they be on the screen. You know who I think most people be like, bro? The nigga Rod, Jerry Maguire brother. Oh, Ari Spears. Remember he played his brother? And he was always like, that nigga ain't that good. I could do that. Y'all lucky I got hurt. Remember that?
Yeah.
So Truth was trying to find a female for his live show panel, right? So it's probably like 15 of them. It's probably even more just trying to get in. You know, it got limited on StreamYard. You can only have so many people in the back. People get up there, no microphone, bad microphone, in the car, can't hear, can't see, can't talk, can't articulate a point, don't have a 30-second elevator speech. Motherfucker talking about what they do for work. I'm like, yo, this shit look easier than what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Keep telling you that shit. Everybody think they can do this shit, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you,
everybody
bro.
think they can do this.
Yo, and it's just like, yo, like we see it too. Like, people be talking crazy in the chat, or they articulate well in the chat, and then they come up here and be damn near starstruck.
Freeze up. Motherfucking Parkinson's.
You get so used to this shit. Like, I bet you they think, right, that like when you after, let's say you get into it like an argument or a discourse, I bet they think you really be mad after.
Perfect. What I hear about me in the Discord, bro, I think they do, bro. They don't understand.
Yo,
I
man,
turn this shit off. This shit is off.
Yo, man, you gotta make an appearance, bro.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I'm gonna stay the myth and the legend, bro. I'm cool. brother.
Yo, man, they say Mr. Fantastic said this, and Mr. Fantastic said that, and Mr. Fantastic said this.
Perfect. Hey, man, hey, I'm off living my life. You know what I'm saying? Probably at the bottom of some pussy out here, motherfucker. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all thinking about me, though, man.
Shit like that.
They say the hate really be love, man. But hey, it is what it is. I take it however it come, bro.
Yeah, man, it's love personified, man. Yo, man, salute to the 2 dislikes. We ain't even said nothing yet.
Hey, I just me showing up, man. There we go. Hey, either way, it's engagement, baby. We like it. We love it.
Indeed, man. Salute to 30 people hit the like button. However, we just had 122 people in here. We only got 31 likes. That don't even make no sense, right? The first 122 people that get in here, I argue, be here as much as they have the time to support. So there's no way that we shouldn't have 100 likes. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. Keisha stupid.
Perfect.
Yo. Damn, man. Sherelle, you came just in time when he started talking about some freaky shit, man.
Perfect. Is it though? Hey, biological imperative, baby. This is natural. It's science, baby. It ain't freaky. It's science, man. What we talking about?
The stamp. DJ Ham the stamp.
Damn, man, how was the weekend?
It was cool, man. Another weekend taken up by motherfucking AU basketball.
Yeah, how's he doing?
Bro, listen, man. Not fucking good. Not to my standard.
Yeah.
Pissing me off.
Why? What's up with his game?
Nah, he more worried about what the coach telling him to do, and he's being a fucking robot, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he freezing up.
What's he play?
I can't remember. They just won the damn championship in middle school, right? So
Yeah.
like I said, you know what I mean?
What's he
but
play?
He what you mean guard?
He plays guard?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, 2 or 1. But
Damn.
he got
Do you think that's interchangeable though? I think that can confuse a kid a little bit. The 2 and the 1, I feel, and I'm saying feel because I don't know enough, is a different mentality though. You know what I'm saying?
Not nowadays. They're interchangeable. Everybody's a combo guard now. You have very few traditional point guards. Yeah.
But I'm saying like for the kid, like I get it. Like as people get more athletic, you know, they start to come into their own, then you can kind of push that. But I think that they should be more specialized as a kid so they can learn the skills, the actual game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's like convoluted for them, in my opinion. I don't know. You know,
that's the thing, man. Knowing how to play basketball, like even my son been playing ball, bro, since like he was like a fucking 3 or 4, right? And he's been the main guy, or at least no more than second or whatever, right, on all the teams. Mm-hmm. So it's a combination of coaching and what the coach is telling him to do, because everybody want him to be a big man, right? Which don't even really fucking exist at that size and at that age. Pause. Yeah. Right? But get in the post. I'm like, bro, as soon as I hear a motherfucker say that shit with playing with fucking elementary school and middle school people, I'm like, bro, man, please just stop. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. It's like I'm pretty sure when Chug start playing football, you're not really gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? Being with your knowledge base, you're gonna be pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm almost thinking I might just have to be the coach.
That's what I'm saying. But you know what I mean? And I don't have the temperament, bro. I don't have the temperament, dog.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. To that point, I never coached kids. The youngest I coached was 11-year-olds. I can't. Football is football. I'm not babying you because you're a baby. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? This is football. They shouldn't have brought you out here. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, man. It's well, damn. Yo, I'm telling you, a bad coach can make or break some shit, man.
I'm telling you, Brad, and that's the part that, right? Because I don't want to step on him, right? But at the same time, I'm like, bro, Buddy got 2 plays, none of them work. 2 plays, neither one of them work, right? And then it's like the people that he got and the personnel, and then you trying to, it is what it is. But like I said, he playing. I mean, he just I'm talking to him, cussing him out on the way home, but then encouraging him before the game. Because, so it is what it is.
What did they mostly face? What do they mostly face as defense? Man to man?
No, it's a combination. Man, and zone.
2-3.
Basic 2-3 zone, nothing crazy. Like I said, just basic basketball. And that's what frustrates me. It's like very, very basic basketball that the kids can't grasp at that age. You know what I'm saying? Middle school age, you gotta, if you out there, you know what I'm saying? But if you on a team with a whole bunch of people that don't understand the concept, and then the coach is telling him to do things that are like 2-3, right? Mm-hmm. So Buddy want to run a modified 2-3 to where he got one player pressing the ball, and then the rest of it set up in a 2-3. I'm telling him, even in that, for one, you only do that as if and when you got like a 3-point threat for real. Motherfuckers ain't shooting on threes.
Well, why is he even still running a 2-3 if he trying to guard? Is he trying to guard the perimeter?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what his purpose is. He's trying to get them to get the ball up. But I'm telling him, get the ball out, put pressure on the ball. But I'm telling them and telling him, I'm like, hey man, even with that, y'all running it way too high. There's no way in a 2-3 you should be guarding the man as soon as he come across the fucking half court line. That throws the 2-3 off.
Yeah.
So now you gotta get people shifting all out of place. And if you do throw one good skip pass, everything's broken. And then you got somebody. All you gotta do is run somebody cut under the basket. There's always be somebody open.
That's crazy. You're putting them in real bad. I mean, I seen a 1-3-1, which would maybe make more sense in that aspect.
And nobody runs a 1-3-1, right?
Yeah.
And you got to have a dominant fucking big that's pretty much gonna block the paint up.
And that whoever pressing the ball got to be in tip top shape.
Yes.
And then think about it. You got them that far. The court is huge at that point. Pause. They swing that bitch to the corners.
Exactly.
He got to get over from the top.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I'll be running that baseline like a motherfucker. Them kids be tired as shit, man. Damn, man. Salute, man. Well, hey, man, tell baby boy we proud of him, man. The coach is getting away. One thing they can't mess with, though, that he got full control of is his effort. His effort and his discipline are the 2 things that he controls. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as he do his best with those 2 things, I think we could deem it as acceptable. You feel me? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Let me see. Is Aaron back here? So, we got money, power, respect on the smorgasbord today. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let's get it popping, man. Damn. Damn. So you brought to my attention, Mr. Fantastic, Floyd Mayweather. Now, the one thing I'm kind of skeptical of what they be saying and doing and saying that Floyd going through, because they said he had an apartment building, then it wasn't his, and he got sued for $200 million. Then he sued Showtime for $200 million. Now they talking about, he on the hook for 6 or 7 figures because of the Manny Pacquiao back out in the fight. But this is his modus operandi. And somehow he continued to come out on top. Or is it just smoke and mirrors, man? What you think?
Hey, man. First and foremost, shout out to Floyd. But a lot of smoke and mirrors, bro. And the thing is, a lot of people told us, but because of Floyd, we was taking it as hate. 50 told us, you know what I mean? 50 told us this 2 years ago. Right? And then we just know historically, name a rich boxer. That's like the worst. like unfortunately, bro, every boxer that was on top, bro, went broke. Every last one. The whole lifestyle, right? Usually most of them aren't highly educated. They don't have a background.
Yeah,
money, a lot of money going fast, and you know, lifestyle. Hell, I think Evander Holyfield got like what 13 baby mamas or some crazy shit.
Yeah,
you feel me? Just that whole lifestyle. The only one that I think was probably smart would have been George Foreman, but remember, even that nigga made most of his money off grills.
Yeah, George. Yeah, man. I mean, it's prize fighting, you know, and that's the mentality. Like literally, you win, you fight, you get the prize, you fight again and get another one. You know, there's actually like a system to it, right? Like, you know how you got like the journeyman, so to speak. Like, people know that they're tune-up fights. They know that that's their role, you know, and it's important to have them though, because it's like a ecosystem. You know, you got the prospects, you got the tune-ups, you know, and everybody gets paid within this kind of perpetual circular cycle, you know. But do you think it's because of the lack of education that you have the Adrian Broners, allegedly Floyd, you know, most of them do die broke, including Rocky Marciano, which is the most popular fighter in his era, arguably, you know. Is you think it's just that lack of education, or is it the just the ideology of the prize fighting? I can't hear you.
I'm muted. My bad. I think it's a combination of two. I think it's definitely a lack of education because, again, it's been alleged that Floyd can't even read. He's illiterate, right? So how, even, you know, in the process of signing contracts and doing contracts, you're at the mercy of the person that's translating it for you, right? Yeah. And the Showtime thing, to the point, remember, so apparently now Al Heyman ran off with all the money. So he authorized Al Heyman. That's the reason the Showtime deal is happening, to handle the money. He gave Al Heyman the authority. So Showtime agreed to the terms that were in the way it was set up, gave the man the money they were supposed to give the man, and then he ran off. And remember, this not only affects Floyd, this affects everybody that was on, like, you know, Money Team Promotions or whatever his thing was, because Tank was saying, hey, you know what I mean? And and it's too many people that were pretty much talking about the cracks in the foundation of this thing, because, you know, Tank said it as a part of his promotion. 50 said it as, you know, a friend turned enemy, whatnot, what have you. And now ain't no alleged no more. The IRS has made the report. Hemp.
So
you see my screen? When the IRS say you owe that money, they ain't lying.
So I got this one, but yours might be better. I just pulled this one up real quick, and let me bring your share screen up. So we got this right here, man. This was just a quick clip, right? So this reads, excuse me, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather is facing a fresh $7.3 million tax bill from the IRS, putting his Las Vegas property at risk. Despite earning billions, Money Mayweather is back in the financial ring, likely needing his upcoming 2027 mega fights to settle the debts. So when I look at this, right? It's $7 million, bro. The man estimated to have earned $3 billion.
Billion.
So I guess I'm saying, if he owes $7 million, he up to date.
No, nigga.
That ain't no money in comparison to how much money he earned.
You keep saying earn. That means he didn't keep none of it. Earned and kept, the two different things. That's what getting niggas caught up the most. Oh, I make $100K a year. Okay, nigga, how much of that $100K you got left at the end of the year? Yo, if you make $100K and it's negative motherfucking $200K, motherfucker.
Yeah. So, okay, but we saying, bro, $600 million he kept though.
Who said that?
Well, if he earned $1.3 billion, then he kept half of it.
Yeah, that's what he was. That's after taxes. That's what he has net, right? Mm-hmm. Now, how much of that $600 million did he spend? $800 million.
All right, man. Take us through here, man.
All right, man. Business Insider. And remember, Business Insider was a person, because I misspoke the first time when I said Forbes. It wasn't Forbes. But Business Insider was the person that pretty much broke the information that you're talking about with the real estate deal, and a lot of the things that Floyd was claiming and was saying weren't true. So pretty much it's official. Let me see if I can slide it over a little bit so they can see it. IRS seeks $7.3 million from Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what. Yeah.
Go ahead. Read it out and then I'll fix it.
The IRS seeks $7.3 million from Floyd Mayweather. IRS has filed a lien against Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas. It says he owes $7.3 million for unpaid taxes in 2018 and 2023. That's just 2 years. 2018, 2023. The boxer was reportedly sued for other allegedly unpaid bills. The IRS has filed $7.3 million lien against former boxer and entrepreneur Floyd Mayweather Jr. for unpaid taxes in 2018 and 2023. Well, hell, let's see if we can listen to it. Let's see.
It's a little low. Can you turn it up?
That's as loud as it is. Hold up, let me make sure.
The IRS has filed a $7.3 million lien against famed boxer and entrepreneur Floyd Mayweather Jr. for unpaid taxes in 2018 and 2023. The lien was filed last month in Las Vegas, where Mayweather has property. The notice shows the balance was unpaid as of March 26th. An attorney for Mayweather declined to comment on it. The lien, through which the government can lay claim to Mayweather's property until the bill is paid, is the latest in a series of debts the 49-year-old fighter has accumulated, as Business Insider has reported. It comes amid other major developments in Mayweather's life. The ex-champ, who retired from pro boxing in 2017 and has been focused on business pursuits.
Can you guys hear it? It might be good on there. Yeah.
Can they hear it? Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but I'm listening intently, and I'm just sitting here. I
Let's
don't
see,
know.
can they hear it?
I don't know
I
if
can
they
see
can
the
hear
chat.
it that
So.
well. Yeah, they're not even commenting on it.
Okay.
But it was kind of just going through unpaid
Yeah,
taxes.
it just reads off the thing. So pretty much, like I said, yeah, he owes the money, and now the IRS is coming after him along with other things. Again, like you said, now he's possibly facing suit with Netflix because he's claiming that it's an exhibition match and not an official, boxing match, which is in breach of contract. So I don't know if they actually filed a lawsuit, but they're threatening it because that's hurting the promotion.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so he was saying exhibition, but they say he has 3 contracts that he signed that says it's a real fight. Yeah, and he's also the one that said he's coming out of retirement. But he plays.
And he got and he got an advance on the money, and he got paid up front.
Yeah, he got. I think he got 2 advances. And it's like, why you even? I guess people want a deposit, But I think they always say he plays these type of games. I just don't understand why he playing a game with it being real or fake. Now they keep putting in the chat, salute to Zagu. Manny bought his gym.
Is that true? I don't know.
What? Let me see.
I know they were saying he had problems with the leasing company. He owed on that. I don't know if Manny did buy the gym. I heard something about it, but I don't know if it's official.
Yeah. Let me see.
Pac-Man takes over and rebrands Mayweather Jr.'s former gym in Hollywood into Pacquiao Prime Boxing, and their rematch just got more intense. Amid the controversy, Pacquiao remains focused on his legacy and expanding his influence in the boxing world. Pac-Man takes over and rebrands Mayweather Jr.'s former gym in Hollywood into Pacquiao Prime Boxing.
That look real, right?
I'm looking for it. Yep. Yeah, it's official. Manny Pacquiao takes over Mayweather's old gym amid rematch tension.
Now I wonder if
Pacquiao bought this, the same gym, linked to Mayweather. From rivals in the ring to owning the space. Different paths, same legacy. But is it real or just rumors? Your take? That's why. Pacquiao bought this, the same gym, linked to Mayweather.
I mean, it can definitely happen, man. I mean, think about, and that, what's interesting about gyms is that happens a lot though, but it just has that additional dynamic because it's those two, but so often gyms kind of be getting taken over. You know what I mean? Like you'll have Gold's Gym, then somebody else will buy it. It'll be LA Fitness and somebody else will buy it because it makes no sense to rebuild out the space to that extent, right? And oftentimes when they do it, if they take the equipment, now there's like a tax incentive to leave the equipment too. I remember one time I moved this company, no cap, bro. They were throwing away 50 TVs, just because they were like something with the tax burden or liability with all the equipment and stuff. They're like, hey, you could just resell this shit, But it's a leverage play, and I think it's a like a how you say mental, right? In terms of I bought your shit, you failing in a bunch of more different areas than just this one, you know? So you think Aaron was popping?
What's going on, man? I'm terribly sorry for the tardiness. Not even going to excuse it. Won't happen again. You know, just dumb shit.
All good, all good. We love you still.
Appreciate it.
The money management and mismanagement thereof, you know, gives us consistent cause for pause. Here's the thing about this, right? Does this, if we zoom out, is this the culture? Is this the modus operandi? And is it more than just black people? Is it just like Americans with the level of consumerism, you know? And it's almost like we think that we have a bottomless well, or I forget however you say it, you know, of access to capital, right? I spend it today because I'll get it back tomorrow. I'll get paid in 2 weeks. I get paid in a week. What makes these guys any different, essentially, you know?
I guess that, like I said, the place in the food chain in the, you know, the abundance, or, you know, because it's thought. Even when we say this, right? Floyd Mayweather broke ain't regular person broke, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, a person that's made $1 billion, he's never going to be broke. It's just that he is not able to live to the means and the standard that he reached, that peaked, right? At the very least, I mean, you know, Floyd Mayweather will be able to walk into any arena and just get, you know, a couple $100,000s for an appearance.
Yeah.
Right. But the squandering of money, bro, again, and I don't know, at some point in time, I don't think economics has ever been taught in America, you know what I'm saying, at the base level, at the most important part. That was always like an AP class or something special.
Yeah.
I think it's something that needs to be definitely instilled in the kids, bro, in order for it to turn around, because the adults, like you said, man, credit, people not paying attention to this economic shit that's going on, Hamp. This is the highest credit default. You got the most repos. People not paying the housing market. A lot of different things are just going bad.
Yeah.
And it's because, hey, you know, it's free money, right?
Yeah. No,
That's
real
the way you
shit,
look at
man.
it.
And even like things don't, and I think we misunderstand value, you know? Like even, so we have this conversation a lot, right? They be joking on me about my butterfly shoes, right? And they think like these things are just marked up things, you know? But the butterfly shoes specifically were getting sold for almost 200% over their retail price. You see? Because these like branding, originality, not busting down Rolexes, things maintain their value. You know? Like people really think, Aaron, oh no, they just put a label on it. Nah, the Vuitton leather is different. Right? This is also not the same as the shit that you get from Mike and them. You know? Like there's a value level to it. You know, but it's like I don't know. I don't even know where I'm like leading down a path. We don't understand things, you know? Like we really don't. Like people don't understand busting down a Rolex, it doesn't maintain its value.
Hell, Hamp. Shit, motherfuckers shit on silver for how long?
Forever. Now. To this day.
And silver is, again,
a precious
about
metal.
to go through. Thank you.
Yeah.
But if it, you know what I mean? Like you said, niggas don't even understand, like, you know, like you said, you fucking with that Rolex that's 18 karat gold, you know, and you want to throw a whole bunch of diamonds in it and drill holes in the shit, depletes the value. Hey, motherfuckers don't even understand the diamond shit was a finesse. The De Beers family is one of the biggest fucking finesses ever. Even proposal, that's propaganda, and that's a fucking thing that the De Beers family put out in order to, you know what I mean, sell more diamonds and control the price of diamonds.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean? And now it's being fucking undercut because lab grown diamonds is like, well, shit, lab grown and moissanite, if I get the same motherfucking effect or brilliance and so on and so forth, what the fuck I'm gonna pay? You know, what's your, and nobody give a fuck about nobody's opinion no more, bro.
Nah,
people are, you know, but
as long as it show up, right? Like, yo,
Exactly.
this shit, right? Like, have you seen these brands, bro? Like Jackson. There's a whole bunch of brands where I guess they're making a metal that has the same quality traits as gold.
Oh yeah, as gold. Yeah. It's fuck. I just had it now.
It's machine made or something from like
So it's rhodium. So they do like a rhodium plate. It's like rhodium plating. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it allegedly it doesn't fade, doesn't turn your neck green.
Yeah, no.
You know.
Yeah.
And yo, you could get it off. Ain't nobody going say, yo, was that a 14?
Chad said it. Chad Ochocinco said it. And a lot of he's like, hey man, what the fuck I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna pay, you know, and then in public, which making yourself a fucking, you know, whatever. Hey, bro, you want to take this shit, take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
motherfucker, thank you, whatever. Hey, I'm giving it up. I ain't fighting, ain't nothing. Hey, here you go. Mm-hmm. So hey, you know what I mean? It's, you know, it is what it is, man. But like I said, people don't, motherfuckers. It's just sad, him. It really is sad, bro. And what make it even sadder is like it's our age and people still don't have this shit figured out for real.
Yeah, I think who said it? I think I'm arguing with them niggas, right? I think Arnold might have said it. I forget, right? But it was a hell of a point, right? So they arguing with me. Oh, I'm never spend no money on that type of shit. Right? I think Arnold said, so why you go to Marshall's then? Why you don't just go to Walmart? Oh, apparently you care about the names too. Right? Because if the names and all that, just go to Marshall's. Go to Walmart. But nah, niggas still want that name. It's just the tag, right?
Yeah, it's just the amount you willing to pay for it. It's the name that you put on it.
So that was a hell of a point, man. But Floyd, man, get your shit together, baby boy. You know what I mean? Don't be like the rest of us, man. You got too much money for that. I think those 7 million in the grand scheme ain't too crazy. It's just a fact that when we hear million, you know. But yo, I know a few people that pay their taxes every like 2-3 years. You know, just for because think about this, right, Mr. Fantastic, and this makes sense. Let's say I owe 20 grand in taxes, but I have an opportunity to invest that 20 grand in something that year. If I invest that 20 grand and I flip it, now I paid the IRS with their own money. It's risky, but you see what I mean? But you got to be calculating. So there's a lot of ways to do it. But what I just said, that shouldn't be the overall recommendation because most people just end up getting fucked in the end. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, man. Interesting. All right, is my shit working? Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Salute to everybody in the building so far. My bad, I had to redo my damn thing. Let me see. Salute the brother Number in the building with $3 super sticker with a fist bump. We appreciate you, my brother. Ricardo with the $2 says, people are going broke trying to look rich. It's a good point. It's a good point, kiddo. Blackberry was popping with the 20 ball. Says, I learned how to invest from my boss. He's rich and love to talk, and I listen. That's an art, man. That's an art. To listen, be quiet and listen for sure, man. Salute to that, man. Damn. All right, so that didn't work. Let me see. Make sure. All right, I gotta get this to work again. Hit the like button, man. Salute the Reaper in the building with the $5. Says Louis Vuitton leather is sourced from Nigeria, as is a lot of Italian leather. It's just marked up to sound and look special. I don't know, man. How much of it you own? You think, bro?
Source from Nigeria. I never heard that. But the crazy thing is Coach has been nigga shit on Coach, and Coach got the best leather, like some of the best leather out there. And nigga shit on it.
Yo, it's making a comeback. It's making a comeback. They changed it. They're Big C now. I've seen it in the store. Like it's because placement and positioning is how you be knowing. You know what I'm saying? So like 3 years ago, I would say McQueen was like in the front. Remember with the platform shoe that they came out with? That was crazy because so many people was wearing it for suits. Like it has an acceptable look. A lot of the cats on ESPN was wearing it. But now McQueen done moved a little bit to the back, like, you know, because you could tell like who kind of locked in, you know. Louis Vuitton, shit, can you even get it? I don't think you can get it from Neiman anymore or Saks. One of them. Nah.
Yeah, nah. Louis Vuitton is almost exclusively themselves. You can get Gucci pretty much everywhere, but Louis Vuitton, in order to get real Louis Vuitton, you got to go to their own store for the most part. I don't think you can find that.
Yeah, you had to go to the site.
Saks.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, you know what brand is I mean, it's been up, but it's like for the purses too. What's his name? Vincent Bottega. That like for the purses now, like that shit done leaped over some shit. But Coach found his little lane when they redid the C. You know what I'm saying? So it just be little shit, man. Oh, that shit interesting, man. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Salute. Aaron, how was your weekend?
It was all right. You know, first time girl went to the racetrack, you know, this year anyway.
You did?
You know, she it was karting for the kids. They had, like, there was a lead kart event yesterday.
Okay.
She wants to drive Formula One cars, so she says. So, all right, well, we gonna see. You got the right father. We'll get you started.
Yeah. Indeed. Salute to the 200 people in the building. Please hit the like button if you can. That helps the channel the most. Mr. Fantastic, Aaron, man, I need your help. I was trying to do my due diligence on this war thing. Now, we had another brother, Salute the Black. He's also was in the military. And one thing he said that interested the hell out of me, he said, nigga, we ain't won a war since World War II. We ain't winning Korea. We ain't winning Vietnam. We ain't win the Cold One. We ain't win Desert Storm. We ain't winning the movie Black Hawk Down. Lone Survivor was embellished. His favorite movie was American Sniper. Is this true?
Yeah.
They said we ran out of Afghanistan. We left our wallet and everything.
Right. So that's how you right, exactly. That's how you know we really won a war is by our occupation status after the war. Right? World War II, we got major army base in Germany, heavy Air Force, Marine, and Navy presence in Japan. That's post-World War II. Korea, still split in half. We got a heavy army presence in South Korea, but that was there to fight the war. We should be in North Korea too. North Korea unlocked itself from the entire world. It might as well be the moon. So of course we lost that. Vietnam, you know what Vietnam is? That is a Southeast Asian nightmare, is all that is in the minds of many old men. We don't have any presence there. I mean, that war it wasn't even lost there, but just the way the American people viewed its own military was a diametric opposite of the way it's viewed now. You come home, you couldn't wear your uniform. They're throwing shit at you. Right? So that was a lost war all the way around.
Yeah.
Moving forward, the Cold War. Yeah, everybody that we don't want to have nukes still has nukes. We weren't the first in the space race. We were trying to play catch up, except for the fact that we put feet on the moon first, and even then there's controversy around that. But as far as the first person in space, Russians, first person to get to the moon to orbit it, Russians, first animal in space, Russians, we were always behind on all that shit. China was right there with them. Going forward after the Cold War into Desert Storm, once again, just like war in Iraq and Afghanistan. Occupation and oil. Do we have a stranglehold on that? No, we don't. So is it worth it? Now, did we suffer casualties? Yes, because every war you suffer casualties. Did they win the war themselves? No, because they're not occupying us either. Do I call it a stalemate? Well, that depends on the objective of the war. Our objective of the war, we always know, is oil. And oil is in the ground, so you would need to have a stronghold on that real estate. Did we win our objective? No. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, is it a stalemate? No. I would still say they lost as well. Because they had people in their land. You know what I mean? Like, when somebody comes to your land trying some shit, if you don't walk away with their land in return, you lost, because it's on your home turf.
Okay, see, I always look at it. Maybe this is too simple, right? But if somebody never had boxed before and I get in there with them and it's a good one, I feel, and I'm saying feel like I lost. I know it doesn't work like that, but I look at us just because I'm just, I live in the United
That's exactly what I'm saying. They would be the experienced boxer and we would be the newbie. We gave them a run. See what I mean? They lost because it's on their home turf. We brought the fight to them. We went to their gym. As far as militaries, yeah, we have the better fighter. But it's all about
turf is so important. Obviously, terrain.
Uberly important.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if just by virtue of what it's saying, to just go to some, the statement that makes, to go to someone's turf and wreck that kind of shop, like take out leaders. You know what I mean? The underground, the highest profile underground leader in the last 50 years, Osama bin Laden, and the highest above ground profile leader, Hussein, in the last 50 years.
Let me ask you a question. I want to get Mr. Fantastic viewpoint on it. Are those real bad? Like, is that so? There's this movie called Warfare, right? I don't know if you saw it on HBO, but the people who wrote it, scripted it, and co-directed it, because they're not professional directors, and all the producers were the men who were actually there in that skirmish, right? So they wrote it based on what they remembered, based on what they went through. You see? And so they were like stuck in a building and they're basically trying to get out, but they can't. They kind of surrounded, But like one or two of them, I don't think any of them got shot. Maybe one of them got shot, but the ones that got hurt, they got blown up because something got too close, right? And it blew up, But they getting each other out and they like shooting. They moving the right way. There's a bunch of people on the buildings, and they're doing. They can't bomb the buildings for some reason. They're doing power. Influence or power, what's it called? Show of force.
Show of force. Yep.
So they're flying by, so the guys duck down, then they get in the tanks and they're able to leave.
Mm-hmm.
They're outnumbered, but they didn't get overwhelmed. They took a couple casualties, but they didn't get overwhelmed. And how they were moving systematically was more efficient, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you watch Lone Survivor, it's 5 versus 1,000,
mm-hmm.
and they're doing pretty good, all things considered. Is that real?
100%.
So like our troops, especially those specialty, the tactical, they're that much better in gunfights.
That they're by design. Like that's not even by accident. The purpose of the entire special operations community is to fight war just like that. That is called direct action special operations maneuvers. That's how it's designed to be. That's why remember when I used to say 5 of us will take out the projects?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so because I be watching that, I'm like, damn. And so in that movie, thank you, Torrance, they're Navy SEALs also, the guys that are in the
special operation. That's a tier 2, the tier 1 or 2 special operation personnel.
Tier 1 is
right
top,
there.
right? Is that how it goes that way?
That would be SEAL Team 6, Dev Gru. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what they were.
And tier 1 personalities. Yep.
Yeah, and like even when they're showing their mindset, but even when they go out, they're not like they're getting shot at, and they just very like technical, almost, you know. And so because I always look like, damn, bro, and you just like okay, but is it real? But I think you said that before. I just wanted to ask again for the sake of the stream, Mr. Fantastic. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's real. Anytime you hear me say a fire team, which is about 3 to 6 people, will wipe out an entire occupied building area. That's what I'm talking about. That's the design of that kind of a unit. Tier 1 to tier 3 is operations is designed to do exactly that.
What you think, Mr. Fantastic? You remember my initial question?
Yeah, man. So this is where I guess we part ways, and specifically from a military standpoint. Although what Aaron is saying is fundamentally true, right? I guess battle-wise, long-term, it was a purpose, right? So Vietnam specifically, the Gulf War, all these wars, bro, look at where those civilizations are. My understanding is we own fucking Iran now. That's ours, right?
Iran?
Yeah.
So
TBD.
Somebody, I was listening, they said we was losing.
My bad. Iraq, not Iran. Iraq. Iraq is ours now. We occupy Iraq now. Remember?
Yeah, And that's in the last 10, 15 years. Yeah.
Why the hell the
so
oil price is so high if we got that?
Actually, it's the Straits, and then you still is just occupied now. Just like we have a deal with Saudi Arabia, so we have a deal with certain people and so on and so forth, right? And we got Iraq, but the biggest one still, you know what I'm saying? OPEC still runs the shit. So even if we got footing in Iraq versus Iran, my bad, I mixed up the two, right? It's still, we don't run that game, right? So, and at the end of the day, like Aaron said, even if we ran it and they shut the Straits off, is what's the name? And now you got the other end where the Houthis is trying to get involved. That's why they wanted to fucking, do the shit with Lebanon. But either way, right? Again, man, I don't, when people, so, and because I had to do research on the Vietnam War, and a lot of people will tell you America was winning the Vietnam War, but purposely were pulled and given horrible strategy for, and I forget what the term was. I had to write a paper on this. So when you look at the entire war, bro, America was winning and won 85% of the time. It was that back end of the last 15% to where they were told to start withdrawing forces, and then pivotal areas were retaken. America could have, like, and to Aaron's point, this is why I say I can't completely totally agree, because Aaron is correct. America was all but 20%. What would you say, Aaron?
No, you had it right the first time. 15,
20%
we had
away.
it. Yep.
15, 20% away from taking over all of fucking Vietnam.
100%.
But you had the pundits in America that was anti-war, and the talking heads start talking.
Yep.
And it got into the strategy, and it got into the politicians' head as to what was happening. So although you're right, you have to get the full context, you feel me, of how and why it ended up. And at the end of the day, Vietnam surrendered. Okay? They kept their own shit. But when you sign a paperwork saying, like, hey, yeah, all right, we don't want y'all to take this shit over, and y'all don't want to lose more people, it's a win. Okay?
Let me ask this question. Hey, Black, are you free? Because Black been saying, sorry, not that one.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Niggas.
Stop the cap.
Niggas.
Stop the cap.
Niggas.
Stop the cap.
That's what he been saying.
Perfect. Yeah, so, he came to my chat with that bullshit. He came to my chat
give
with
me 15 minutes. He driving. All right,
he came to my chat with the same bullshit, not understanding that, you know what I mean? We understand strategy and history over here, right? So the Gulf aspect of it, again, you can make that argument, right? But that was, America never just strikes once. We'll say that, right? Mm-hmm. I.e. Japan, right? So you soften them up earlier on, and then you pause, and then, you know what I'm saying, Saddam does what he does, whatever, you come back, you take that shit over, and now that's that. What was the other one you named? Gulf War.
Black Hawk Down, Vietnam. We lost in the movie. Desert Storm.
Desert Storm was Iraq.
Cold War.
Oh, the Cold War. The Cold War is crazy. Saying that we lost the Cold War is fucking insane. Bro, fucking Russia was literally couldn't even afford to get the people potatoes and shit no more, bro. We put sanctions on Russia so bad, bro, as to where they had to go from fucking USSR to fucking Russia.
Who's behind Russia? So you're right, but here's the thing. Russia is the hype man of the crew as far as Cold War opposition. Who's the lead singer? Who's the drummer? China.
Well, I don't know. Back then, though? Not back then, because
China's always been number one. Russia's is number two. It's just that Russia's always the front man that we end up.
Because Russia is always the threat, because Russia is directly opposition to Europe.
Yes.
And the controlling of the resources. So
but the money is where.
This is Aaron's expertise. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying, Aaron. Though. So when they start putting the sanctions and fucking it up as to where they couldn't make as much money directly from Europe, right? This is why you can't say we lost that war at all, because remember, because you had Cuba trying to join in on it, right? the Cuban Missile Crisis or whatnot, what have you, where they still want to go never smoke shit. They want to go do nothing because at the end of the day, America's America, right? So even though you had someone right at our doorstep or at our basement, right, the shit never went further because they was getting killed on the sanctions, and we still were an actual, physical threat or military threat. So I don't know.
I would agree that those are definitely key points where losing the war would have been detrimental to us. And you're right about Cuba, right? But they never had a chance, right? You can't get on our doorstep and think you're going to stay there. But and the sanctions to Russia, I think that, that's a great retaliation and a great way to take your ball and run. But China, economic chokehold it has, the industrial chokehold it has, and the fact that both of those niggas still have their nuclear arsenal and have whooped our ass in getting out of space up until today. The reason why we sent the Artemis project is because China's up there mining up all the helium-3 for the past 5 years. So they're ahead of us with that. If we really won the Cold War, none of that shit would have been able to take place. Their nuclear program would look more like Iran's or less. We don't know what's in North Korea, but they wouldn't have had a nuclear program. They got more nukes than we do. Their nuclear program's ridiculous, and their subs, Chinese subs, that's all in word. Chinese subs. There you go. If we won, Chinese subs would not be two words you could put together.
Well, no. So this is what. So now that from a technological standpoint in building, right? Military building standpoint, I got you. But
that's all I'm going at. Yeah.
You
economically, you're right.
Remember, Russia and us snatched up all the scientists from Germany. That was supposed to be.
Yes, correct. Paperclip. You got it.
I.e., that's why we also have people don't understand propulsion in space is the same propulsion used in rockets, weaponry, and
Warner von Braun, all those guys. Right? Yep, you're right.
Exactly. So yeah. So that's how and why Russia was always going to be a major threat, because they had access to those guys even before we did. Like shit, we got across the water, they got shipping motherfucker across the
down the street. Yeah,
and that's why we were trying to play catch up to, as Aaron said, in the space wars or the space race.
This is true,
right? So yeah, but nah, this is what I say, man. Bro, big America shit, bro. Fuck it, we here, man. Listen, home team. I didn't well, motherfucker.
Well, that just goes to show you, even when we lose, we don't lose, right? It's not, and it has a lot to do with who we are and where we are, right? Flanked by two oceans, you never really will be able to kick our asses for real. You would just stop us from doing what we really came to do. And to me, I consider that an American loss. Is it a loss technically, like the way the globe would see it? No. Just like I said, was talking about the Middle East. We didn't get what we came to do, so we lost. But we didn't get our asses kicked. Like, we're not getting occupied. That'll never happen. They tried that shit in Cuba. Goodbye.
And that's why I'm saying, to say America lost, bro, when you post fucking World War II, post fucking Pearl Harbor, nobody's even dared step this way.
Yeah.
Right? Having such might, such influence, and such whatever, to where deterrence, right? Show of force, right? To where people know not to cross the motherfucking Atlantic on any type of beef shit, bro, says a lot. Because people have been over here, and I think people forget, right? My command before I got out, we were actually involved in getting down all of those weather balloons. Remember the weather balloons in 2022?
Yep.
So China was literally spying and collecting data and everything up and down the fucking East Coast.
Sure
and that's
was.
literally what it came out to be. They were literally just putting fucking weather balloons, collecting all kinds of data and fucking stealing shit and whatnot, what have you. So people will definitely come over here. Spies, has been hella fucking Chinese spies caught. Remember HAMP up in New York, they had a whole fucking Chinese government under, like, within the city.
Yeah.
So just the fact of the matter that, the shit that people will do, but no aggression being shown.
All right, so all right, so we got the rundown, man. Waiting on my brother Black. Black, let me know when you settled, man. I feel, and I'm saying feel, like we kind of getting our ass kicked over there in Iran. I mean, we can't get through the strait. Gas prices in Texas is $4.99 for premium. We on the verge of, Mr. Fantastic Words, Great Depression. One of our aeroplanes got shot down. I thought they were showing me AI. It's okay, that's AI, but that one wasn't. Did they save the pilots?
Yeah, they got both of them.
And they gave us back a pilots. Whatever Israel want, we do. This shit just all over the place, man. This right here. That's what the Iranians are doing every time we come over there. Y'all niggas know what time it is. Yo,
Shout out the West Side.
Yo.
Hey man, I'm a front load this. I'm gonna go mine first. You know, I gotta go ahead and
talk
set
your
this
hold
shit
on.
off.
Let's get OG Vet Life in real quick before you start giving us your 2 cents. OG Vet Life in the building with the 10 ounce says, good morning, Hamp, fantastic, and Big Aaron, exclamation point. Good point. How we lose the Cold War and the Soviet Union collapsed right after. Fantastic is spot on with the Vietnam War. My grandpa served and he said the same thing. Go ahead, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, man. So, listen, man. You gotta understand what's going on here, and this shit has been being planned since Trump's first presidential run, right?
Okay.
America has now, I don't know if people know this, America has blocked the blockade. So Iran said, hey, listen, we gonna sell this oil. We gonna sell this oil who we want to sell it to, and in order for you to pay us, you gotta pay us in fucking Chinese yuan, right? So again, this is much deeper than just a war at hand. This is a global fucking fight because the whole world is trying to break America through the way you break any civilization, through the dollar. Japan being underwater and Japan being at 200 something percent debt to GDP ratio, and them being the number one buyers of our treasury bonds, having to sell those off. China's been doing the same thing over just a longer period, right? So what happens is the whole BRICS nation thing was to unset the fucking dollar as the reserve currency of the world, which once you go broke, you can't fight a war, right? So Trump understood that and sees that, and this is why he went and took Venezuela. No one knew that Venezuela is the largest oil reserves on the planet.
Right.
Even bigger than motherfucking all of everybody in the Middle East, right? So you took control of that. Along with taking control of that, Venezuela also has some of the highest fucking gold reserves in the world. China's been collecting gold over the last 5 to 7 years. And, so they can start a backed currency of sorts that people would have more incentive to buy into, because the fiat currency system is dying around the world. The fiat currency system, which is the ability to have money and the value of money just simply based off of belief, there's nothing being behind it, no gold, no silver, no actual physical thing behind it, leads to what we have now. Debt beyond fucking measure that you can recoup from. America can't get from under this debt, bro. This is why Trump was going so hard at the at Powell and cutting the rate, because you got to think, if you got, I think it's $40 trillion in debt, every 1 percentage point in motherfucking interest is billions of dollars, right? And if you hold that over a year, you know what I'm saying, that's another $1 trillion added to the deficit. So what Trump did was he started this thing with Iran, Iraq, in order to not just cripple fucking I keep fucking it up, Iran, right? With Iran, because now the world gonna feel this shit. All right? The world is dependent upon the oil, not just the oil, because the oil is not just fuel for cars. That's heat. That's fucking ways to do any and everything in life, right? Fossil fuels. Along with that is also fertilizer, right? Fertilizer and things like that, which is needed for crops. So then Trump asked, remember, he asked all these people. He asked NATO allies. He asked China. He asked everybody, hey, man, help out. Y'all need to fucking help us open these straits back up, because, the world needs this. This is a world issue. This ain't a motherfucking American issue. And everybody fucking, sat on their hands. So this isn't a loss for fucking America. We got everything we need. Oil, We got enough food and stuff and so on and so. We produce enough of that. We don't get fucking food from China. We don't even get a lot of our food from Europe and shit like everybody else does. So what Trump is doing is he's taking advantage and he's doing what he told you he's going to do in bringing industrialization back to the States. He just talked about it today to where now everybody, guess where they come to get their oil from? Us. So how the fuck we losing? It's all about money and resources at the end of the day, boy. Every war is that. Aaron knows this. Anybody that has military, so on, all this bullshit about liberation, that's just some shit you tell the public, bro, for the sake of making it feel good and making it sound good. As Aaron said, it's about resources and land. We don't want to motherfucking occupy we don't need that shit. We don't want to occupy that shit. We don't need it. And he's cutting ties with a whole bunch of shit that's been nothing but losing money in NATO. And NATO don't ever want to come to our need. Now, listen, I'm not going to run from the Israel shit, but you're going to have to wait and see how that gets played out because that's the only problem here. But if you can use, you know what I'm saying, the enemy as your friend, it just takes a little bit more time to fucking figure it out. So it's a lot of stuff going on, bro, outside of, you know, America just losing, which we didn't lose anything. Trump is, what are you saying? You don't have a fucking Navy anymore. You don't have an Air Force. Yeah, you're going to lose some casualties are always going to be there. We haven't lost that many people, all these different things, but the media is so against Trump that they're putting all of this negative and anti-America propaganda out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of, because it's Trump and don't understand that this is the ultimate win for fucking America. This is the survival of America and the American fucking dollar because the BRICS had literally clicked up with the entire world to unseat us and motherfucking put our ass in a position of what I say all the time. If people had the opportunity to do what America did, they do it. This is why the BRICS had to be created, because you had to create a fucking conglomerate of different countries all around the world to try it. Trump understood it and he motherfucking swatted this shit the fuck up out of there. And now we back on top because now, hey, fuck it. Y'all want to play this motherfucking close the straight shit? We gonna close them. And since it's closed, well, who you got to shop from? Shout out to motherfucking Marlo from the Wire, man. The price of the brick just went up. Hey, man, when he dropped this link, all y'all can come up here. Everybody that's so mad in the chat, just have your proof ready.
You muted, Hamp.
Yeah, my bad. I had said just black, but if people are versed in it, then they can hit the link, right? If y'all want to discuss this one, because we do have one more topic to get to. But I said, okay, let me kind of section it out because I know people have limited time. And since Black said he could potentially join right now, then I want to make sure he has the opportunity because I know he's working. It sounds like Reaper got a lot to say. Callie saying it's Cope. Those two people I also trust in terms of their knowledge about these type of things, you know, but I need to learn, so I don't want to just be convoluted with a bunch of motherfuckers who know as much as I know, you know.
Just I would like to edify the audience.
Go ahead.
When the term BRICS, BRICS, is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is pretty much a geopolitical alliance to try to increase their political presence and their economic, economic position in the globe. Think kind of like a NATO, not really, but that's the closest you're going to get. But just to that acronym, BRICS are those 5 countries.
And if you don't know, if you didn't know that, this isn't a conversation for you. I just
some don't know. Yeah, some don't
I'm
know.
just letting them know if they just learned this just now,
don't hit the link.
You are not versed for this conversation. Please don't come up here and get embarrassed.
Yeah,
the link is dropped, man. The link is dropped. Okay, so Aaron, what about you?
Yes, sir.
What is your take? Do you think that,
like I said, TBD? I do believe that a lot of what he said is correct. My major concern, I'm looking at Israel and like Mossad and all that and the relationship there. Fantastic hasn't been wrong yet, right? Just like he said, I haven't been. We're just looking at it from 2 different perspectives, and maybe it has to do a lot to do with our service. I'm looking at it from the field operations perspective, from the tactical perspective, and he's looking at it from geopolitical and economical perspective. I'm looking at Mossad and Israel and what the intelligence community is capable of doing and has done, and what this means in that arena. And I'm too on the fence to really speak with any confidence. It's a TBD, because I can come up with anything to send this thing any way, as far as why we're there and what will happen.
So Aaron, one thing that jumps out to me is they ain't scared.
That's true, right? See, this is not right. We're not dealing with softness here.
Yeah, like I remember it was, what's the little ugly dude he got? Hebzeg.
Hexeth.
Yeah, like I was watching, I was on YouTube, and the little ugly dude was like, "Yeah, we claim victory," but then the headline was like, "Nah, Iran said they won." I'm like, "Well, damn, who won then?"
Yeah, so that's propaganda, Ham. Just like people were saying that America agreed to the terms of fucking paying our paying them reparations and shit. Every country has the media thing that they're going to put out on their behalf. You can never really like Aaron said, you can never trust what they're telling you. You have to wait for the end result. You have to see what's happening. So if and when you have a process of where and then not even to mention the whole the straits in itself. These motherfuckers said, "Hey man, it's some mines out there somewhere. We don't know where they at. We don't know where we put them, but hey, if you want to fucking just gamble it." so you can't open and make the fucking strait safe until you have retrieved all fucking possible ordnance that will be a threat to a ship. You know what I'm saying? So whether they actually had them out there or they don't, even that is strategy. But nobody's even looking at that, right? And seeing how deadly and dangerous. The thing is that's bothering me, right? American people trying to go against America, bruh. Y'all really believe in fucking Iran? Are we serious? Y'all believe these motherfuckers?
You know what we did in World War II? Oh, there was a propaganda campaign where Americans were over there just leaving pamphlets with some fugazi shit written in German, like all over the place. We just just like it was club promotions, and it had a psychological effect on the citizens of Germany back in World War II.
Hey, Aaron, speaking of, they did the same thing to the black soldiers in Vietnam.
Yeah, they did.
Black man, this is not your war.
Yeah,
black man, they mistreating you, bro. Propaganda is like one of the foundations and most important parts of fucking war fighting, bro.
Especially the public. It's a psyop.
Before Black get in, I just want to say this, right? Here's
Morning,
where I have
everybody.
issue. What up, Black?
What up?
Here's where I have issue. The nigga Trump just be saying anything though. Like he just be blurting out shit. And so I'm like, yo, my nigga, slow down. We can't believe you neither. Cause you just saying shit. Like, yo, like for instance, he like, oh, it was a clip on the end of the cause remember the clip where they was monkeys, Michelle and Obama?
Yeah, well,
and President Obama? And he's like, oh, it got left on the end of the clip when he was talking about the campaign and how, the voting thing, right? Because that was his thing. And then he just, oh, well, yeah, they left it up there. Like, yo, come on, my nigga. You got to just like, so it's hard to believe him too. Especially when you just unbiased and objective, So now it just feels, and I'm saying feels like all propaganda. Black, what up?
What up with you, man?
What's good?
How y'all gentlemen doing today? So, like I said, I'm not here to argue tactics. I'm not here to argue any of that. I'm here to simply just deal with facts. And the facts on the ground is the United States government changed Vietnam from a war to a policing action to make it seem like the loss wasn't the loss. But after the day of Tet, when they basically came in and took over Saigon and took over South of Vietnam, we boogied. We basically packed up all our shit, threw people on boats, and ran. And that's how it's literally documented. I don't know where this W came from. I don't know where this. We left a trail of bodies leading back to the United States when that was all said and done. So I'm not here to argue, tactics. I'm sure if we really sat down and started looking at the maps and looking at logistics and trying to figure out where the entry points and all that stuff is going to be, we can come up with some better ideas. But I can't have you saying that we won Vietnam, bro. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie.
Tet Offensive was a nightmare. 68, that was a brutal. Yeah.
Because that was the reason we left. That as soon as that fell, we probably could have won. I'm not saying you mean like we lost it. It was like, no, we probably just didn't take the initiative, the offensive. We didn't push into the right strategic location. Something didn't work out in our favor why it went the way it went. But in the books, in the history books, that's an L.
Okay.
Because it was a Vietnam. It was a war up until you chose it wasn't a war. It's not how it works.
Okay, so how many you said trail of bodies? How many military people died?
I know it was in the hundreds of thousands, but let me actually get the actual number for you. I don't want to put false information.
Well, let me help you out. You're wrong. It was let's say 60,000, right? Now tell us how many Vietnamese people died.
A lot. They were literally in the war.
Say
of course
a
they
lot.
lost.
Don't say a lot. Don't say a lot. Give us the number. Oh, you don't know that one either. So let's see.
I don't know it off the top of my head. No,
I got you. So let's just be in the middle and say 2 million. So 2 million dead to 60,000 dead sound like a win to me.
Well, partially. Well, wait a minute. See, yeah, that's what I was saying when I was saying about going to the Middle East and the impact it has when the war is brought to you. A lot of that is civilian casualties. The only American loss you're going to have over there is going to be a military loss because that's the only motherfucker that's the only body that's exposed. But when a bomb falls out of the sky and kills Vietnamese people, it's going to kill some Vietnamese troops, but some civilians are going to go out too.
You're right, Aaron. We don't want to celebrate those, right? So just the
combat
military,
forces, yeah,
just combat forces.
Combat forces estimated 200,000.
1 million. So 1 million. So for America, 60,000 dead. For Vietnam, 1 million dead. Sounds
both
like
sides or just NVC?
No. Just that's separate. So when 60,000 dead, 300,000
North Vietnam lost 1 million. South Vietnam lost 250.
Yeah. So yeah.
South Vietnamese lost how many?
200 to 250,000 soldiers.
Okay, so the NVC sustained 1 million combat casualties, is what you're saying?
Yes,
okay.
1 million.
That's what
sounds like a fucking sound at home. So again, I don't know how, why, and where there will ever be a loss to where that's literal. What, Aaron? 100,000 to 1 million would be 10 times. So what? We 60,000. So that's almost 1.5 times as many people dead.
Well, then it's a forfeit then, because that should be the next Japan. That should be like the Philippines. We should be all up in through there. That should be when you do a Westpac rotation. That should be one of your stops. Vietnam, just like you stop in Japan, the Philippines, Okinawa, and Korea. It should be a stop on the Westpac Express, and it ain't.
I just don't. Vietnam wasn't one. It was no resources there. It was nothing of value. So I think that's what.
Which makes it even worse. So you lost all those troops. You lost 60,000 troops for nothing. You started a draft for nothing.
No, I agree there. I agree there. If your gripe or your point of contention is the going into the war and the pretenses of it, I'm not going to disagree with you. There are no wars that I can say without beyond the shadow of a doubt outside of World War II to where America was attacked. But then, like I said, if you do the history, that was allowed to happen, right? That America should have even been involved in. We've always came to the rescue of somebody else, right? And some shit that had nothing to do with us.
You know, like I said a few minutes ago, we're just approaching it from two perspectives. But when you say Vietnam doesn't have any resources, again, you're right. I will agree. But come at it from my perspective. It is a strategic location to have with its proximity to China, right there in the South China Sea. I mean, we're still out in the Philippines. They got a lot of naval shit coming out of right there. We get up in that piece of land. Oh boy, right? We had literally our hand would be on their nut squeezing. Pause.
Yeah. So again, y'all. Hey, Aaron is 1,000% right. So if you're gonna use that is a part occupying for strategic purposes. For future reference, that would have been major. Yeah. That would have been fucking major for sure.
It's the same reason we took Guam. It's the same reason we took Japan. It's the same reason we're still occupying South Korea and like Aaron said, the Philippines and a lot of other places in the South Asian Pacific.
Yeah,
We're
Vietnam
there.
would have been a bow on that box.
Right. It would have been a pretty nice position to have. You could have staged whatever you wanted in that location. But like I said, I feel like the loss was just too extensive. You lost a lot of troops, you forced the draft, and then you still couldn't accomplish the goal of defeating the North Vietnamese. You killed more of them, but you didn't kill the right ones of them. So, you know what I mean?
That was a scary war, bro. All in tunnels and all of like not voodoo, like that type of shit, and all
that
of
guerrilla warfare was different.
Shit, and I mean that was a nightmare, bro.
That level of guerrilla warfare in Vietnam was different in comparison to any and everything else we've ever done as the United States of America. South Korea wasn't as brutal. The World War, I don't think was as brutal. It was just pit traps, people popping out of holes in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Kids carrying bombs strapped to their chest. It's a lot that went down during that situation. I understand why the Vietnam vets are the way they are. You know what I'm saying? I had a few conversations with a lot of them while I was still in the United States Air Force. I understand where the trauma comes from, but I'm not throwing shade at it. I still shook their hands, still saluted them. But I just have to look at, from the government's perspective, the goals that you went in to accomplish. You put a lot of lives on the line without having any. I don't know. You just didn't accomplish it. I don't feel like you came to, and you accomplished the task that you set out for.
So, Mr. Williams, what you think about what you've heard, and what's your offerings regarding this specifically?
I mean, I was paying attention. I think another thing that they failed to realize, they were getting drugs from there as well in Vietnam. So it was a bigger plan than just that. The drug market with heroin was very, very lucrative for the United States. And so I think that's one of the biggest things with that. I also feel as though when it comes, we forget that NATO has helped bail us out of a lot of these wars that we've been fighting. Yes, NATO has, because at times we needed Great Britain, we needed France to help us. Yeah, with airstrikes, we did. If you look that up, you'll see that we needed help. United Nations has always helped us because they know we could press them. But if you go back 15, 20 years, the time when you was in the military, look at the wars and look at we needed help from.
Nobody, especially while I was in the military. You wildin'.
We didn't do Iraq and Afghanistan by ourselves. We had help from NATO. We had help from England. We had help from Canada. I remember serving with the Navy. What do you mean?
Help how?
I said they provided either strategic support, base support. They provided support. We were the face of it, but they were there. I promise you, they were.
Yeah, airstrikes as well. We needed our Air Force as well.
Just showing up, bro. Just showing up, bro. What's all the listen? All right, bro. All right, man.
Just saying, I mean,
they sent troops. I mean, what other support would you really be at? They sent troops. They sent equipment.
That's what I'm saying. If you all of the heavy lifting are done, especially if we're talking ground troops for the most part, right? That's going to be us. We know for sure 90+% of any type of air firepower is going to be us, bro.
Yeah, I grant that, because like I said, I served with the Canadian Air Force.
I got you. So how much credit do you get if you only in one country does 95% of the damage and effort, and then a conglomerate of however many other fucking NATO countries, 10 plus does 5%? Well, that's another point that Trump was making. So that's another point that Trump was making. Hey, not only are we paying to be in this shit, whenever some shit happened, we the only motherfuckers moving. We the only motherfuckers putting the pain in.
But how did we get over it? Hold up, fantastic. How do we get over it anyway? Trump.
What do you mean? Where?
Like, look at what it's doing right now.
What's about right now? The Iran shit?
He gave a speech to the House and the Congress and everything. Next thing you know, we're in another damn war. And now the economy's changed again, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, but this is what y'all don't, and this in real shit. Don't take my word for this. Look it up, right? So the thing is that we were already in a decline in what would be considered a recession. We've been in one, right? Now I think this is a smoke screen that you could be using for an excuse as to how and why the economy is going to be as bad as it is, right? Once it hits rock
fantastic.
bottom. Go ahead.
Hey, Carl, I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you know, once it gets into what really it is, right? And again, just look this stuff up, bro. But at the end of the day, in order for America to not be hit as hard as it was going to be hit with all this stuff that's happening from a geopolitical and economical aspect, this is the move to be made. This is the move to be made. Because now America becomes the benefactor of all of the money that people have to spend in order to fucking survive for fucking oil, for oil and fuel. Just point blank period. It's not an opinion. It's fact.
I don't know about all that. What I will state is you know what I'm saying, the incursion into Venezuela, them having the largest oil reserves, that's all fun and dandy. The reality of it is we can't process that crude. So it's useless crude.
That's not true.
We cannot. It's not processable at this point.
Not true.
You can do the research
That's
on
not
that.
true.
It's 5 years.
true.
It's going to be 5. It's going to be 5 years before they can start to process that properly. The facilities are not designed for.
Okay, great. All right. So if that was the case, why was fucking China coming all the way over here to get it?
China might have the facilities to process it. They were taking the crude raw. It wasn't refined.
So you asked, thank you. So again, you're proving my point for me. And y'all, I love when y'all do this and y'all don't understand this. So you think that fucking China has better oil refinery? Mind you, China imports all of its oil, all of it, 90% of it. You mean to tell me you think fucking China has better oil refinery fucking technology than the United States of America, bro?
It's very much possible. They could have gotten it from the Russians, who they are allied with, who does have the refining capability. Come on, fam. We gonna have a real conversation, or you just going? We trying to clown? I'm telling you that Russia is Russia not an ally with China? Do you not think they could get the skill set and the utilities to do the same refinery that they do in the Northern Arctic, which produces about the same level of crude?
I don't want to make it seem like I'm clowning you, brother. So this is what I'm telling you, right? So the reason why, again, more anti-American propaganda. America wasn't involved. So Venezuela is so fucking bad, the process and so on and so forth, because whenever we went over there in the 80s and we started the process and they kicked us out, they're using 80-year-old, I'm not 80-year-old, but 1980s thing in order to get the shit out of the ground, right? We have the means to process it and to fucking refine it. We're just not there directly. So what's been happening since we did it is you just take it from Venezuela right to wherever the fucking refineries are here in the States to use. All right, y'all are going with this fucking harsh crude shit when it don't make no sense. You gonna tell me that fucking China, a company that does not process its own oil and has to get it from everywhere else, has the capability and it's so bad. Why the fuck would you come? You already getting most of your oil from it freshly refined and perfectly from the Middle East, right? Most of your oil is coming from
that oil is shipped crude as well. Brent oil is not refined. Brent oil is not refined. A lot of it is basically shipped as is, and then it's processed and refined at location.
I understand that. So this whole thing about it being harsh crude or whatever, bro, it's just more propaganda and fucking bullshit. If China's literally coming across the fucking world to get it, bro, it can be used. And if China can figure out how to fucking use it and process it, right? That means what? We can do the fucking same shit. There's no way you're gonna fucking tell me that America doesn't have the fucking technology, bro, to process the fucking oil and use it. Not to mention, like I said, if that's the case, it don't even matter, because guess what? China's still coming to Venezuela to get the oil. And now they don't have a choice but to come here and get the oil and get the majority of it, because we cut off the fucking the straits now. So either way it goes, China's still shopping and buying motherfucking Venezuelan oil. Now they just gotta pay us.
Okay, but this is my whole point, Fantastic. All these wars we keep on having about oil and shit and everything, shouldn't it be cheaper for us then?
It's going to take time. It's
when the war goes up, if we get all this access to this, it doesn't seem like we winning.
Well,
again, like we're losing because we always get affected by it. Whenever this man decides, hey, let's have a war. Let's go help them. Let's start this bullshit. What's the point?
So I got you. So the market, right? So now we're getting into economics versus the war aspect. So I don't know if you remember this, right? But remember, back during the lockdowns or before the lockdowns, America was actually exporting oil for the first time in a long time. And America was, when the gas was super cheap, it got back down to like under $2. Remember that during Trump's first term, right? Guess what fucking the Middle East did? The Middle East motherfucking pushed America out of the market because they ran the fucking price so low. So, Mr. Williams, this is an economic thing as to where if you lose a person that supplies the majority of the world their oil, that's just economic fact that's undeniable and inevitable. That's all that is. It's going to take us time to start processing and being able to pull from Venezuela and dip into those reserves and actually put it into our stores, right, along with our capability that we have. So there's going to be some pain, but over the long time and the long haul, once you have all of the fucking newest American technology and stuff put into Venezuela so they can fucking start, you know, getting the oil from where it is and then the refineries and stuff you need here, building more refineries and things, then it'll be a lot. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But again, y'all didn't even understand or know about the Venezuelan oil shit. People was looking at it as just a loss. That's not a fucking loss. China was already there taking from the oil and paying for the oil. So if China's there paying for the oil, that means the oil has value regardless of its harshness or not. Now we have control.
I never denied that. I never denied that. All I'm pointing out is we don't have the same capacity to refine as China does. China can refine the oil because they have the facilities already in place. We are now modifying some certain facilities to be able to handle said crude now, which is fine. I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. But China was doing legitimate business with Venezuela. Why did we feel like that was a threat to do legit business? We've been doing legit business in the Middle East.
Legit. It wasn't legitimate business. It wasn't legitimate.
Why wasn't it? Explain to me how it wasn't legit.
Okay, it wasn't.
They're paying for it, so it wasn't legit.
Well, yeah, it wasn't legit, right? Because again, that's why Venezuela was a major part in what it was. Venezuela was a very corrupt country ran by a corrupt government, right? That was starving its own people. That was all facts. So the thing is, what happened was they were circumventing the fucking system, and they were getting fucking oil without having to pay in American dollars. So the world's agreement was, hey, if you buy oil, you pay for the shit in American dollars, right? That's why America's like the how it became the reserve currency. China had already made a deal to circumvent it with fucking Iran or whatever, to where they start paying it in yuan. When you getting oil already, remember you getting 90% of your oil there already, right? The oil was really just a ways for them to fucking set up shop in Venezuela to start spying on and possibly have military strategic positioning like we do with them over in Japan and South Korea. That's what it really was for. So the oil was just for means of so on and so forth to where, okay, we can get a little bit of oil, but in the process, we're going to fucking set up shop here and we're going to start motherfucking spying on America and being a threat to America. This is why Trump did what he did in order to fucking move Venezuela. Not to mention also gold. Again, I'm going to say this again. China is also the biggest buyer of gold on the planet. They've been doing it for quite some time. And the gold is one of the major pieces in undermining the dollar, because now they're trying to start the fucking yuan and offer people, using their currency versus the dollar, because they're going to have a backing behind it for actual precious metals and gold. That's the bigger picture. So it was twofold. It wasn't just the fucking oil. It was the oil and the gold. But again, because everybody hates Trump and nobody cares to see and understand the resources there and the importance of the resources from a geopolitical and geoeconomical standpoint, right? World economy, global economy standpoint, bro. Niggas just want to be mad at Trump. When that's the ultimate fucking first move for the rest of the moves.
I don't want to. I'm not. No, that's the problem. Fantastic. We don't want to be mad at Trump. It's just look at the fucked up decisions he's making. It's not about being mad at him. He just wants to dominate and be king instead of running this damn country for the betterment of everybody. And that's what he's doing. This is not about the American people when it comes down to it. He wants to stay clean so he can say that he dominated. Look at how he runs his shit. It's terrible. Come on now, Fantastic. You know, the economy, you can't keep on blaming Obama and all of this shit when he's been in this off and on for the past, 12 years? He had 4, then somebody else had 4, now you're in your 4, you're going into another 4-year term, and has it gotten better? because he set a lot of policies, even what Biden had.
How are you putting him in the 4 years he was the president? That makes no sense.
Let me read these.
I'm just saying he's a dictator. He's not being a damn president.
Yo.
Think about it. He threw a $200 million fucking parade.
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. I don't know if he can. I can hear you.
Okay. Let me read these real quick. Mike G, salute, bro, for the $5. Appreciate you, Ock. Hope all is well, man. Vet Life for the $10. Good morning, Hamp. It's fantastic. Aaron, good point. Oh, I read this one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I read this one. Nope. Jay Miller with the $5 says the $5 says, yeah, the U.S. controls 3 of the top 10 oil refineries in the world. 2 in the U.S., 1 in Venezuela. Source, www.legit.ng. Reaper with the $10 says, so, according to Fantastic's logic, America won in Mogadishu, Somalia, as the U.S. only lost 18 troops while hundreds of Somalians were killed. Sounds like a win to me. Yikes. Rachai with the $10 says, question, because the current U.S. president is from the business environment, do you think America would be in this position with Iran if the U.S. president were a politician?
No.
Yeah. Aaron with the $2 says, thoughts on Trump picture posing as white Jesus?
I hadn't seen it. That happened? You saying that happened?
Yeah, I guess he's saying that happened. And then thoughts on Trump having beef with the Pope. Well, that's kind of beside what I want to talk about. That ain't nothing new. Caesar Borgia ain't fucking Jesus. Right? So that shit's irrelevant. Give a fuck if Trump do it. That shit been happening. So, Mr. Fantastic, why are they overwhelmingly disagreeing with you?
Trump.
Like,
Got nothing to do with Trump.
Is it that? Is it that simple? Well, what I'm asking, aside from Black and Mr. Williams, is it that simple? Like, for the, it seems to be at least 50% of the chat. They're like, yo, Mr. Fantastic can't see it. Is it Trump derangement syndrome and Trump protection syndrome?
No, it's definitely Trump derangement, bro. It's no Trump protection. Again, like I said, it's people way smarter than me saying these things, bro. You know that famous fucking Chinese dude, the professor that's been going viral lately.
Mm-hmm.
Jiang, I think his name is. He said the same shit. He said it after I said it. I've been saying this for I don't know how long, right? Again, this is a much bigger picture than just the war, quote unquote, and what we see on the surface. This is to save America, bro. Y'all, again, if America loses reserve currency status, or just people just walk away and say fuck the dollar and whatever, bro, we're gonna be worse off than what as bad as it's gonna get, right? What Trump is doing, he's creating a fucking more of a fucking floor to where it's gonna be a fall. It's gonna be, and again, that's, you gotta understand too, bro. This isn't just, this is a cycles thing. So this is the benefit of what Trump understands too, that people want to take away from him. But he understands that if you look at the cycles and listen to all of the economists, real economists, not motherfuckers working for the banks and people working for the government, OG economists, bro, will tell you that we're still within the window for the fourth turning, right? And a lot of these different things that are going on, that are like economic policy and world happenings and things are just going to occur. So Trump having an understanding of this, and then the movement and the choices that China is making from a strategic point, weaponizing the economy, but then it's being forced by Japan, because again, look up Japan's GDP to the debt ratio. Japan is our ally, and outside of China, Japan was the biggest buyer of U.S. treasuries. Once Japan has to motherfucking sell our shit off for the sake of saving themselves, right? That's going to hurt us tremendously from a debt standpoint, because now everybody's getting off the dollar. So again, bro, if you mad at me, you mad at motherfucking economics. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Everything I said
sounds
had
like
a twofold point.
It sounds like the outcome's going to be the same no matter what.
No. You have. No.
Well, let me ask this question, Mr. Fantastic. Let me ask just a superficial question. We keep fighting niggas Does that make people want to keep the dollar as the fiat currency, as the currency of the world? Or does that push people to go the other way?
Well, the fighting ain't as much as like the sanctions. So what really set it off was the shit that Biden pulled. It's crazy how everybody talk about Biden, but nobody talk about the shit that Biden pulled with Russia when Biden pretty much confiscated all the Russian money and just took it because they did the shit to Ukraine. That's what really set it off. And people were like, oh shit, if we doing this and you know, we got fucking money in American dollars and you do some shit you don't like, so you just gonna steal our money, fuck it, we out. So it's more so that because we weren't involved in the Ukraine conflict. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so the moves and the sanctions and things that are even more important than quote unquote the actual fighting.
Okay.
Define not involved in the Ukraine conflict.
What are you saying? When it initially kicked off, we had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we had nothing to do with it, but we ended up backing Ukraine, supplying them with intelligence, weapons, everything but ground troops.
Yeah, exactly. And it was Biden. Remember, Biden, it was the thing that Trump was trying to tell you about Biden and Burisma as to where people didn't want to fucking look into that. So Biden already had an invested interest. He was a major reason as to why Zelensky became president, right? So, of course, yeah. But what I'm saying, in the initial point of it, when the shit kicked off and Russia kicked this shit off because Russia understood what Biden was doing, right? America fought back by fucking stealing their money that they had bought in American treasuries.
So this ain't had nothing to do with Trump and Putin and none of that, right? Like he wasn't.
Trump was not president, Mr. Williams. Like you said, Mr.
I'm
Williams.
not doing party lines. I don't care about red and blue. Like, I care about
fantastic because that was leading in. Remember, Trump was president before Biden.
Mr. Williams, when did Ukraine get invaded, Mr. Williams?
A few years back.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it was all leading when Trump was having a partnership with who? With Putin.
What are you talking about?
And then Biden tried to undo or whatever what Trump was already segueing. He was already doing that because he wasn't. Yes, he was. He was dealing with the Russian president. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. And what he was dealing, and you're either mistaken or you're misplacing the two people. So what Trump was doing was Trump was keeping an agreement to what was said about NATO not extending out into Ukraine and never trying to make Ukraine a part of NATO, right? Because United States not trying to bring Ukraine into NATO because, of course, as we know, Ukraine used to be a part of fucking Russia, and that would be military fucking threat and offensive to Russia. Trump was agreeing with that and wasn't doing anything with motherfucking Ukraine. Completely, totally stayed out of the shit, nothing. Biden did just the opposite. Biden started talking about, hey, bringing fucking Ukraine possibly into NATO or whatever, and instead of fucking Putin waiting or whatever, he said, fuck it, whatever. Well, you're not going to do it now because I'm just going to go take that shit back.
So are you forgetting that Trump even was trying to destroy NATO? We wouldn't have had any more support than what
you keep saying. We don't need support. This is what y'all don't understand. We don't need the level of support. And even though Black disagrees with me, he understands this. America, from a war fighting standpoint, not saying that we can just whoop the world, bro. We're so formidable, Mr. Williams, as to where it's not even close. The two biggest air forces are the fucking United States Air Force and United States Navy. Okay? Unless it's China and fucking Russia coming together. And again, y'all talk about America losing wars. Tell me the motherfucking last war China fucking won. Last war China won was against themselves. What are we talking about here? This shit is weird to me. Right? Hell, talking about losing shit. Russia can't even conquer Ukraine completely and totally.
I don't think the objective is not to conquer. I don't think they were ever on that time zone.
Yes, they were. They were literally talking about occupying and taking it back.
Occupying territories is not conquering. It's not conquering all of Ukraine. They wanted the section, the Donetsk region, the regions closest to them, so they could create the buffer.
And reclaiming. So hold up. So reclaiming wouldn't be conquering?
I think they wanted to let them keep their government. They wanted a military presence to increase their strategic positioning, much in the way we do with Germany and Japan. They're not English. They're doing the exact. And we don't have a stronghold on their system of government. But you can best believe those installations definitely give us eyes and ears. You know what I mean? And
But also, y'all talking about Russia though. I'm saying Russia.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Russia's
that's what
whole
I'm saying.
point-
Russia's strategy
Oh, yeah,
isn't
okay.
a full conquering where their political system collapses and gets absorbed up under, Putin's now the president of Ukraine as well. I don't think that was the case. I think that they're really looking for a strategic positioning to increase their ability to, observe. But also, one thing this conversation needs to remember, though, and this is going back to the first Trump administration, is that I do believe Trump was trying to get into bed with Putin really to seize Russia as maybe not an ally, but to loosen China's grip off of Russia. Because there's one thing you got to realize: Russia's relationship to China is under heavy economic strain. The debt that they owe to China is extraordinarily massive, and the more and more Russia tries to do anything, the deeper into debt that goes, right? And they're saying that China is in support of Russia with the initiative to take Ukraine. Yeah, not with literal troops, although there were some Chinese troops involved, but that was really more or less a money and resources way of supporting Russia, right? So with Biden going in there and trying to seize sovereign assets from Russia, that was just a way to really to economically crush their asses, right? You're going to seize my mattress money, right? I already owe the dope man all this money. Talking about China, and now you're going to take my mattress money. You know what I mean? That was kind of the play there, weaken their asses, and then take that money and then support Ukraine the way China was supporting Russia and then, defending themselves. So those are just components that we're missing from the conversation. I think are important. That's all.
I think China's objective is much the same as Israel's objective is right now, pushing into Lebanon. They're expanding territory. Doesn't mean a total domination and control, but they will expand into the territory to create their buffer zone or what they consider to be security zones for themselves. Pretty much.
And then reap the economic fallout from that, right? It's kind of like not total dominance, but like you say, position themselves so that the geoeconomic benefit that comes from that.
If I take some shit from you, right, the part that I wanted, then that's and then you bend the knee at least for that one part. I'm in control. You own your restaurant, Black, right? You own your deli, but you pay me protection.
Right.
Before I take the whole shit and burn it down and get insurance for it. So I mean that we playing semantics, my nigga. If I get the part I want, then I'm good. Don't keep talking shit, and I'm gonna take the whole thing from you. I mean
that's what I've been leaning on.
You better stop before I don't let you sell no bread.
Right.
Right, Ukraine. I don't like wheat bread that much anyway.
That's the other thing. Facts. HAMP. That's the other thing. That grain is the resource. I do believe that wanting Ukraine would definitely have an impact on the U.S. as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that grain piece is heavy.
Yeah, that's one thing, But I'm just listening, man. I'm just trying to understand, man.
No, you're right.
Rockstar, what you think, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
What's happening?
Chilling, man. Good to hear from y'all. I mean, y'all covered a lot of stuff, man. Which particular topic?
No, I'm gonna kick you off.
Okay.
I'm not. We've been talking about this shit for. I ain't doing.
I got you. I'm just messing with you. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, for one, I definitely agree with what a statement you made. I think you dropped balls. I noticed, man, when I hear the conversations in general across, all platforms and stuff, it's usually a combination of Trump deranged syndrome and Trump protection syndrome. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed that, HAMP. So that's a good thing to know. Sometimes I feel like I'm on an island.
No doubt. Yeah, I mean, I'm not particularly invested. What I do see is I think based on one thing Mr. Fantastic told me, and then you just look in the earth, right? And you look at certain things that are down. People are struggling, the people tangibly, right? And then, but we warring to gain ground or at least keep a particular stronghold. But this country won't let us through the strait. So all the oil we got from Iraq or whatever the case, access to, doesn't matter. And it's going to get worse before it gets better, if it gets better at all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we could justify these wars, but come on, at some point, even us as a people, we have to question a country that's only had 16 years without a war in its whole existence. So at some point, we got to say, okay, how long do we keep justifying this, man? How long? 16 years out of all the years this country existed, and we find a way, well, it's because of this, well, we had to do this, well, we needed to do this. Now something not right.
So what you think? What you think? You unadulterated. What do you think about Trump's actions as it pertains to Iran and the potential benefits or lack thereof? What do you think?
What I think is a combination of things. Either there's something.
They got a gun to your head, Rockstar. They got a gun to your head. They say, yo, give me your stance, or else I'm going to park you right here where you stand.
Gotcha. Well, basically, man, Israel got some type of powerful, damaging information either on him and or government officials or the country as a whole, because for some reason, this man was anti-Iran, anti-war, until Netanyahu, I mean, I'm messing up his name, until the president of Israel basically bitched him and said, you better do it. The next thing you know, the nigga done went to war with Iran. So when I saw that, I said, nah, man, I ain't finna call this nigga my leader when Israel is pimping him. He the hoe. We Israel's hoe, bro. And anybody that don't see that and don't question it, something ain't right. We do what they say.
Damn. Is that true, Mr. Williams? Did we get pushed around by Israel?
Yeah, we really are. And I told you, it's certain things that how he operates, man. It's just, it's obvious. You see it. How all of a sudden we was just talking, he was just having like literally had the whole entire Congress, all of this shit. And then 2 days later we had war. When he was just talking about how well he's done in the economy and all of these things. And now look at it. Gas, as far as I know here, it's over $4 now. When we was just at 2 something.
Damn, man. Black, you agree? We getting pushed around? I think he frozen. Oh, he's not frozen.
My fault, yo. I got a phone call. I'll get y'all back. I got a phone call.
Okay. Aaron, what do you think about that sentiment, man? We are doing the bidding. We take exception with whomever they take exception with. But now it's put us in a tough position. $5 fuel in Texas is a travesty. I was talking to Arnold. He was at the gas pump. He live in California. He put 100 on pump 2. I think that nigga drive a Volkswagen Beetle. So I'm just like, unless you got a tank, ain't $100 going in nothing. You got a 26-foot box truck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a diesel truck with a big tank. Yeah, diesel price. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, and Mr. Fantastic was telling me earlier, they say it's gonna get worse. Upwards of the semblance of and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Fantastic, Great Depression.
Yep.
That's real suffering. And I'm just like, what are the catalysts? And one thing that we're scrutinizing now is the war, is the sanctions, is how we moving, who we moving for. Like, what's your overarching thought?
Really, to answer that question honestly, you're forcing me to step foot into like the quote unquote tinfoil type conversation, but not so much like outer space shit, but more or less like in the intelligence community. I think a lot of answers can be found there. Things like Epstein will come up. You know what I mean? Like what they tell us about Epstein, true or false, whatever it may be, is far deeper and connected to a lot of this type of shit. And I think once you make those kinds of connections, you'll get closer to the answer. I think about things like how in 2005, Saudi Arabia and Russia were essentially in an oil war, and the Saudis flooded the market with oil, driving the price down, trying to get at Russia, which is something that can't happen now with the Strait jacked up, right? Even if they wanted to. So I'm just trying to think like that. It's a very complex conversation. As you can tell, like a lot of what was said, I can't really say anybody's unequivocally wrong. We're all correct, even though we may be in conflict with each other. That just tells you how strange and bizarre place the geopolitical arena is. And to answer that really for sure, you would have to look in places that they kept deliberately hidden, i.e. Mossad, right? Start there. Mossad and what they're doing, and China what they're doing. A deep dive into that will start answering questions better for you, I think. But until then,
well,
you're right though. That your worries are valid worries.
Yo, this is what
Mossad.
This is what I realized, Aaron. These niggas ain't sophisticated. We still fighting when push come to shove, right? These politicians ain't high-minded thinkers, thinking outside the box, right?
Right.
They just manipulate things, right? And they have control because they have the access to the money and the influence, right? So when I look at this, no,
that's it. That partially that explains everything though, because you have a lot of people, like you said, with a lot of manipulation, power, control, but they're all running in different directions. They're not an organized bunch, and they don't move with any sense of organization. And they're
childish. If I can buy it,
that's it.
If I can buy it, then I'm gonna. If you can buy it from me, I'm gonna sell it to whomever. I'll worry about the residual effects of it later. Like when you go to the Caribbean and everybody Chinese, that's in charge, or everybody is East Indian that's in charge.
Yeah.
Right? How do you go to the cobalt mines in Congo? I mean, I know how, but I'm just, and when you look up the mining companies, everybody white, everybody British, because we just give access to the person who we either like the most or got influence or whatever. And this is how this shit is moving. So I'm looking at it simply. They like the Chinese niggas more than they like us.
Yeah.
The Chinese
it's
are
all
everywhere.
About who likes who and who's self-interested. You're correct.
That's it. Bottom line.
Yeah.
And then we got the one ally over there that don't nobody like.
Yeah.
And they don't look like nobody over there.
Nobody else, right?
Like, yo, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, duh.
Yeah.
Like it just I just thinking about it, bro. And I understand like what the points are being made, but it just seemed much more simple.
Well, it's you're right. It's simple. Well, no, it's not simple, but it's complex, not in a designed way. It's not on purpose. It's just like you said, it's a bunch of children with a great chunk of the planet in their hand, and they're going wherever they want to go with it. And then when what they want changes, then they go that way. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and people are it's bumper cars. That's what it is. It's not a race. It's bumper cars.
Yeah.
That's why you'll find your answer deep in the intelligence community, because that's the only way you're going to be able to tell what's next. But it's bumper cars.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Pandemonium.
I have a uneasy feeling. When I look at 500,000 black men just lost jobs, right? 300,000 black women lost jobs right before that, right? A lot of things are going by the wayside. Blue collar, white collar. You got the technology. You can't afford the shit, right? It's not even about smart spending like we conversed about earlier. You can't afford it. You can't afford fuel. You can't afford food, The food that you can afford, which is $3 for 12 packs of it, got 500% salt content. 500 grams of salt in it. The outside ring of the grocery store, I would argue, is the most expensive.
But that's where you're supposed to shop.
That's where you're supposed to shop, though.
Yep.
But why? When I can get 40 packs of noodles and be full as a tick. You can't buy the shit. That's why ain't nobody. You can't afford it.
Yep.
And I just don't see the war. Like Venezuela, you think, oh shit, we got access. But now niggas told me we can't refine this shit.
Niggas don't know what they're talking
about. It's heavy. It's sludgy. It's thick.
Pause. And you gotta, I gotta fly this shit over here to refine it. What's the cost on that?
Well, not fly. It'll be fucking ship. It's ship.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I gotta bring it over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got it. Well, no. So that's what I'm saying, Hamp. So it's a twofold process, right? So you already have the stuff here, but then now they're setting up shop down there. So again, that's gonna take at least like a year, 2 years, or so on and so forth. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah.
Right? The problem is though, what people are missing is just the economic cycle that was going to happen, was going to be inevitable anyway, right?
Kinda.
So actually,
I just don't want this nigga to keep talking to me about fucking SNAP benefits though, right? because these costs are astronomical, and with the cap expenditure, because that's a more business terminology. The capex, nobody even told us how much this shit was gonna cost, but I know it's gonna cost an arm and a leg. If you got equipment that's 30 years old, you damn near can't use that shit. So now I gotta go down there and replace it, and the oil companies, they ain't paying for none of that shit. You have to mark up they're gonna mark up their cost to go down there and do the shit if they want to do it in the first place.
Well, again, another thing that remains to be seen. How we got to see though, because now all the damn tankers are coming here to get the oil. So, we had 30 days shutdown or 40 days shutdown, right? So a 30-day, 40-day rise. That directly impacted us because we took a decrease and we took a hit like everybody else took, right? Now, though, if those American companies start getting an influx of customers from around the world, you should see positive, reaction to this. Because strangely enough, y'all saying it's like $4. It was below $4 here over the weekend, right?
What?
And that did drop from in Jacksonville. So it was definitely, for regular gas, it was $4 and some change. But here, I think yesterday I paid like $3.92. I want to say $3.92, right? So it's going to be volatile for the moment, right? Until everything's settled and everything is where it's going to be. But it just takes time to see how this is going to impact the economy. And that's the biggest thing, too. I don't think people understand, and I'm not saying this to be an asshole. War isn't just war. War is literally more fucking economics than it is, you know what I'm saying? Even if we just stick with the military industrial complex, right? If we just stick with Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin and shit, right? Not to mention everything else. But it's just gonna take some time, bro. But I think what people got to do some research, bro. Look at this shit and look at what was happening anyway. Go look at it. And now Trump's getting ahead of it by making this move. It's just but people are not gonna give it credit because it's Trump. And again, it's economists that have said this. It's not just me. It's people that have done this for a lifetime, bro. And again, look up the brand new Chinaman that everybody's loving. That's telling you pretty much the strategy is being used here. But again, it's Trump, so nobody want to hear it. They don't want to give it credit.
Yeah,
I want to add some context to that, right? So, I agree with a lot of what you're saying on that, fantastic. But I gotta add some context, right? Do a little fact checking. So, for people that don't know, people wonder, well, we have a lot of oil, right? We sit on a lot of oil. Texas has a lot of oil. Well, here's the thing. The same oil that comes out of our land is almost the same type of oil as Venezuela oil. That's the reason why we sell it, right? Or we usually send a lot of it, like 60% of it to Nigeria to refine it, and then come back and we use it for. Another thing, that oil that Venezuela has, it's very tar-like. That type of oil is only used for maybe 10 to 20% of everything we need oil for in America. So it's a minimal thing, right? And I get it, they took it or whatever. They're probably just gonna sell it. Now, another thing, I worked in the plants for 12 years as a boilermaker. Most of we have more chemical plants than we do refinery plants. So we do have the refineries to do it, but even still, a lot of them are old. They're not used as much. It's very minimal, and it's usually like, say, the average size plant is usually maybe 2 units per plant, and we only have so many plants in the country. We have a lot, but I'm just saying, it's only like maybe 2 units, maybe 3 or 4 at the most per plant if the plant's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to keep that in mind. You know what I mean? That's very tricky. And even the CEOs of Exxon and Shell, they made a public announcement when it first came up, before they went in hijacked the president. They said the problem they have with it, that the amount of cost, the amount of money that it would cost to refine it, they would probably break even on what they sell it for. So that's why I'm torn it. I'm like, to me, it's almost like I don't see the real sense of it, short term or long term, or at least us benefiting off of it for him doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot of processing the information. I do want to get to that last thing, kinda. I ain't trying to rush it, but I don't know how many much more like newer, cleaner points. Go ahead, Miss Williams. What are you trying to say?
Now, I was just gonna tell people if they need to do their research and look at like the last 4 presidents and look how the economy was with those 4 presidents. War presidents, if you look at it, every few years we have a war president. Big Bush. Clinton was about jobs, economy. Bush, the little Bush, war. You know what I'm saying? Obama, he gets in office, he's trying to stop the war, pull all the troops and stuff out. Then what we have again, war president.
Wait, so what are you saying?
What I'm saying is look at the economy. We always suffer. And even now, this was the damnedest time where all of a sudden we're back at war and look at everything. A damn loaf of bread is fucking $2.50.
Nah, the reason I'm asking that because, I mean, are you saying Republicans are the ones that's having the wars?
Well, do the math. Look at it.
Because you're wrong. You're totally off on that. Obama.
How am I off on it? I mean, I'm sorry, me and you, I'm sure we both have lived this in the past, what, 30 years? So,
bro, Obama had said, well, he literally toppled the whole country. That wasn't bothering him. He toppled Libya.
He was going after a war criminal, right? But he still had to end what
So
already
that's war propaganda, bro.
You're losing too many.
So you gonna believe? So you believe what the Democrats say, but you ain't gonna believe what the Republicans say.
What I'm saying is, I'm going by what I see. I look at this shit.
It's amazing how people's biases affect they judgment,
I've been around politics all my life.
Obama was a war president too, bro. Stop it, man. This man, come on, man.
Well, whatever. I know he wasn't starting no damn wars. He was cleaning up messes, though.
What you mean? He did start wars. He toppled countries.
Yeah. Bro, he
toppled
killed
Libya.
Yeah, he killed more leaders. He killed. Well, I ain't gonna say more, but bro,
lot.
he killed Gaddafi for nothing. Gaddafi was nothing, and then he got Saddam, and allegedly, Bin Laden and whatnot, bro. Again,
what they wanted,
they threw that nigga in the sea. Yo, let me ask you a question,
allegedly.
Mr. Williams. Are you a Democrat?
I'm a Democrat, but I don't.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I am about tired of y'all, man. Yo, one thing I'm saying. That was I didn't. This is what I'm saying, yo.
So I can explain my position.
Yeah, I'm not even that. I'm asking if you a Democrat. So the thing is, right? Hold on. I don't know how y'all got this much loyalty to these parties. And I ain't never seen any of them doing anything for niggas. There's like a couple. Hold on. We don't need to talk at the same time for what? I got the big mic. Yo, it'd be like one thing here, one thing there. It's the same shit. Like, yo, Trump would do some shit. All right, cool. I could use that. Oh, what's the white boy name? Obama
Biden?
do some shit. No, Obama. Obama do some shit. Okay, boom, I could use that. But I'm all aligned with the motherfucker for what? This shit is crazy, son. Real rap.
I vote both, hell.
No, I don't want to hear that both shit. I don't want to hear that both shit. No, I don't want to hear that.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Ham. What finesse two times say? What finesse two times say?
Just like a Democrat might not have nothing for education, a Republican might.
But think about this, Mr. Williams. When you just windmilling, you call these certain people a war president or something, and Obama was killing more war generals than cancer. Niggas was celebrating. Yo, Obama, go ahead, do your thing. When they say he threw what's the nigga name, Aaron? Bin Laden in the sea. Remember?
Threw him in the sea.
And I'm like, why do you did that? We want to see what the nigga look like. This shit's stupid.
Why I said
bro.
allegedly.
Like, yo, I swear to God, B. You did all that to get him out of a tunnel just to throw him in the river?
His head should be taxidermized in a case in the White House.
That don't make no sense.
What finesse two times say it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Even the nigga Bush nigga. He had Saddam Hussein on trial. I'm like, is Saddam the bad guy here? That's what I was thinking when I was looking at that motherfucker sitting there. They found some yellow shit. They ain't find no dope or oil or weapons of mass destruction. I said, hold the fuck up. Hold on.
Yes,
he tear gassing people a few times. That's about
like, like yo.
Don't forget the Enron shit. They stole all them billions of money.
Enron and Halliburton. There you go.
I just, yo, we be so like, yo, nah. I'm like, why, son? Why?
Oh, and don't forget the Patriot Act.
Niggas
got rid of all our privacy.
That's you. Oh yeah. You, Mr. Williams. How old are you, Mr. Fantastic?
Huh?
If you can you can hear. How old are you?
No, I'm 42.
Did you sign the Patriot Act? Or were we too young?
What the fuck you mean?
No, he wasn't too young.
Nah,
that was Bush. That was Bush.
Nah, that was Bush. We was grown, but I didn't vote for no damn Bush. I wasn't even voting then.
Yeah, we was young though. We was a little young. Yeah.
He trying to get out of it, Aaron. So that nigga voted for the Patriot Act.
I couldn't vote for Bush. We couldn't vote for Bush.
Okay, we was too young. All right, you off the hook, Aaron.
But they didn't nobody vote for it. We woke up one day and the shit.
Y'all niggas love that shit.
I was old enough to vote for him. I didn't, but that's me and my people. I'll take the rap for that.
I'm like, yo, man, and we just been getting in pause if you have to fucked in the ass every time.
Don't matter what part of the prison.
Yo, it's just like, come on, son. Oh, yo, shout out to the industrial prison complex. Let's make some more of them. No Section 8, but let's buy condoms for fucking Iraq. Like, this shit is crazy, son. That's all I'm saying. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Reaper with the let me make this big. Reaper with the $10 says, fantastic. I know the Jang comment was for me. If you actually did research, you would know that Jang admitted he was no professor to Mehdi Hassan after calling himself one before. Want to bet money? James with the $5 says, why an oil war rather than an industrial war, though, Mr. Fantastic? There's the access to that shit.
Yeah, what does he mean? Yeah, what does he mean by that?
I think it's one and the same.
Happening?
Yeah, the industry is the oil industry, you see? So industrial would include oil or not, but it is industry, so that's kind of the same. Where was I? Callie with the $5 says, how many times are we going to fund the next terror group and then cry wolf when they go against us? Leon ain't had $5. You see what I'm saying? Economy fucked up. Boy ain't had $5. Callie had to super chat the shit. Yo, man, we gotta fix this economy. Yo, fuck this shit, bro.
Fucking up the super chats.
Yeah, man. AL with the $5 says, how do you know that's true or not? Because the media said it. Remember, there's a lot of narrative posturing going on. West M, what up, baby? With the $10 says, Mr. Williams don't know what he is talking about. During Obama, he started the Libya, Syria. He droned the most in Afghanistan and started the civil war in Yemen. Civil war in Yemen has killed over 377,000 people. Wow. AL with the $5 says, didn't Obama say there were chemical weapons in Syria? Did we ever find them? Where'd they go? Mr. Williams, they on your ass about that war president comment. What you think? You gonna take it back? Or you said, fuck it, you a Democrat?
Nah, I'm just listening, man. I'm just listening.
Okay, man. I'm just telling you what they said, man. Reaper
wasn't in a recession, I know that.
You sound protecting Mr. Fantastic. How? You want to bet money, Mr. Fantastic?
Bet money on what?
That Jessica Jang is not a professor or something like that.
Nah, apparently he said it was shit. All I heard he was a professor for the last fucking 3 months. Now all of a sudden you're not a professor. Okay. News me.
Oh shit, Leon heard me. Leon with the $2 says, Callie did that on her own. Relax, OG. Boom! Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Also, salute to Leon for being a member for 12 months. Salute.
Perfect.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So I wanted to cover this last thing just because the news cycle is so fast. But I was looking at a thing, implicit bias, There was a particular interaction, I think it happened either over the weekend or on Friday, with this white dude who was banging on his neighbor's door, asking about his daughter and etc. Did y'all see this?
No.
And I could not quite understand it. The one thing that I covered on my Instagram was when the cops show up, right? There's information that prefaces their arrival, right? They know what type of call it is. They know the energy of the call, or what's the I don't know the proper verbiage, right? And so, like, high alert. But when they pull up, the scene doesn't, to me, reflect a high alert call. So I'm looking at implicit bias, racial bias, and how that plays into these things. Let me show y'all this. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Salute to everybody in the building. I know y'all saw this. I'm surprised you didn't see this, Mr. Fantastic.
I haven't seen it.
Let me bring this up. No, wrong screen. Hold on. That one. 1 second.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Huh? Change this real quick. All right. Y'all can see my screen? Yes?
Yes, sir. We can see it now.
All right.
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door. I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
Leave my house. You don't...
Are you okay? Is everyone in this house
okay?
okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
Hamp, where is this?
It's at Fairfield. So we have a Fairfield in Connecticut, but I'm sure Fairfield is probably something that's general. I had a news clip. I'll play it. I think I have it.
Can you leave my house, please?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door. Now, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
It's California, Hamp.
It's California. That's why he.
That's the only way it makes sense. I figure it had to be. Otherwise, this nigga is shot.
That's why he didn't get shot.
We need to invite him in. Oh yeah, come on in. Come on in. Welcome.
Yeah.
You can't even do that in Cali, Aaron.
Shitting me. I look. What did I? Didn't hear me. Your speaker work? Come on in. You heard the door creak. Yep. Come on.
I need to move out of California, bro. That was a black dude too, right? At least it sounded like a black dude.
I think it is, yeah. So hold on, let me.
Yeah, beer, wine, or soda? What pick your poison.
So this one seems to be an update to this. Hold on. Let me see. Why does it keep doing that to my screen? It's not covering the whole thing, right?
Nah, it's only like I say like the bottom third or some shit. I don't know.
I can't really move it. Well, this is an update to it. So this looks to say he in the house.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like little girls? Huh? You fucking try me, I swear to God, I'll kill you. Yes, I do. You might. Where's the fucking house? Come on, you think you fucking shot me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch. There's no. You fucking liar! I can hear her. I can fucking hear her. I can hear you, bitch. You son of a bitch. I'll fucking kill you. Oh, you fucker. Man, hurry the fuck up, because I'm gonna drag his ass out. I'm telling you. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, bro? Stand on the ground. Who the fuck do you think you are? My name is Henry Dresden. Get the fuck out of my house. I know you're screaming. There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro. Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk the fuck out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room, bro? I'm giving you a chance. Get the fuck out of my house. What's the third room, bro? I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my
Latino dude.
Mexican.
house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797. I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Will. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro. Bro, everything's fine. Please step outside. Okay. Well, sit there. Sit on the ground, please. Yes, sir. Okay. How you doing today, sir? Don't move. Oh.
Hey, do me a favor. Put your hand on your head. Stand up and turn around. Don't move. Don't move.
Where is she?
What y'all think, man? The police are. Is it that laid back in California?
Man, move the fuck out of California, bro.
But why is the cops so like you? That threw me off, man. I ain't gonna hold you. When I seen it, I'm like, they just chilling, like you sped up, and now like Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm reaching.
Nah, I get what you're saying. I'm totally. I mean, some reason I just think if there was a black guy, he would have been body bagged by now.
You think so?
Oh yeah, most definitely. No, shoot first, ask questions later. That's what it would have been.
Yeah, Uncle Charles, you going to Uncle Charles? You was black.
Especially in Harris County. In Harris County, they shooting first.
So, Mr. Williams, you think if it was a black dude, they would have had a different energy? They would have had the hammer on them out?
Man, out of there. They would have had their guns already out when they get out the car.
Exactly.
No taser, nothing.
Nothing. They act like it was a cat in the tree or something, stuck in a tree.
What you think, Aaron?
I see two things. The first thing is, these cops. But see, my understanding, I can't confirm it, but my understanding is in black neighborhoods, the cops show up. I mean, it'll be 6 explorers and everybody getting out in the ready position with their weapons, safety off. So, I don't. But I also know white California to be very surfer dude. I could tell you about one black man in the interaction with the police in this situation. It'd just be a report taken.
Damn.
By the time they get there. Come on in, son.
All right, Mr. Fantastic.
Why the hell you niggas still in motherfucking California, man? Move out of California. Move somewhere where you could have shot that motherfucker through the door, bro. Okay?
Fantastic.
Move.
Just tell them don't move to Texas, man. Ain't no more room, man. Ain't no more.
Now,
right, they got we full in Florida too. Go to motherfucking Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, anywhere else, bro. This is crazy to me. Hell, I don't even think it's I don't even think it's like because he white. I think it's California on this one, Hemp. I really think it's California, bro.
You think so?
I think it's a California thing on this one more so than because they believe in that stupid shit for real, like mental health or whatever. And clearly, so did he break in the man's house or did he open the door?
He broke in.
So he eventually kicked the door down?
Yeah, for some reason that part isn't shown.
Yeah, bro, no, bro. Listen, they'll be picking him up in pieces regardless.
Wait, does it matter if he opened the door or kicked it in after that?
Oh yeah, man. I think it matters. I'm pretty sure it matters from a legal standpoint because if you open it, it's like he could be invited in. But if he broke the door down, that's definitely B&E.
No, after that, show theatrics on the ring cam first.
Nah, even if he walks in, that's still trespassing. You can get him
after what he was just did on the outside.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm asking why the cops ain't had their hammers out.
Yeah. Because if it was niggas on the South Central, they'd have been.
Yeah, so did he come out the house or did they apprehend him in the house?
He came out.
Because it stopped before we
came out.
He was out.
He came
that's
out.
crazy. I don't know.
He had him sit on the ground. He had him sit on the ground and everything.
No,
he should have been whooped.
Mr. Fantastic, what you think, man?
I blame Pedro though. I blame Pedro for not whooping him, bro.
But Jake though, why was Jake so nice to him?
That's not been legal.
Yeah, California fucking bullshit, liberal mental health bullshit, and he's a white man with glasses and a trench coat. So I guess from that point, that would be a bias or whatever. He's not seen as a threat, but I don't know if that's bias though. Is that bias or is that most white men aren't threatening?
It ain't mental health.
I'm asking. I'm asking genuinely. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just genuine question.
Most white men aren't threatening.
Fantastic, right saying. Though. I just looked
Fantastic. If we would have had a trench coat on, bro, we'd be all for her.
It ain't mental health bias.
If we had a trench coat on, not only just being black, but if we had a trench coat on,
now that would be mental health.
We got guns, knives, and everything, and that's our ass. They great.
Nah, a trench coat, they'll put that's mental health. You need the shiesty mask. Now you're getting shot.
Nigga, they had trench coats on in Columbine.
Yeah, a black man in a trench
nigga
coat.
Attire unless a nigga doing a motherfucking Blade cosplay. Niggas don't put on no trench coats.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they don't put it
or the fucking bad guy from the Bone Thugs video, Death.
That's pretty much it. That's the only time you gonna see niggas in trench coats.
They gonna get us off of her.
I think I don't know, Miss Wade.
Nah,
I'm
trench
with Aaron
coat.
on this one.
The next, your next
You're
piece of
right, bro.
clothing gonna be a straight jacket.
What up, Rock?
Yeah, fantastic. You're right. I'm looking at it. It says, I looked up, it says the top states with the strongest mental health protection laws is California.
But that's not what that is, though. In this case, I know what
Is
that
it,
looks
though?
like. No, it's not. I know what that looks
drugs?
like.
Drugs?
No. I'm saying I know the response to mental health situation. I know that field, that world very well. This ain't that.
Well, that's on in Cali though. That's why I'm asking if it's a cultural thing or a regional thing, Aaron. I don't know, because if he don't got no weapons and shit, but I'm with Hamp on the definitely. If it would have been a black man, either of us in a trench coat kicking a nigga door, so on and so forth, we strapped. We'd be lucky to come out that motherfucker.
I got something to say on that. And good afternoon, yo.
What's poppin'?
What's going on?
Yeah, Mike.
Howdy, neighbor.
What up? I think context matters, right?
Yeah, Mike not in. Just
you on the wrong mic. Yeah, that ain't the mic you speaking into.
Oh, no. Damn, hold on.
We can hear you fine, but it's not the mic that you pay.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's like an echo.
Oh, I got two mics. Hold on.
Yeah, it's not the right mic.
You gotta your stream. You gotta. No, you gotta select it though in Zoom, like what mic you want to use.
Yeah, I notice on Zoom when you log in, I always just verify, check to make sure, because it'll list all your mics on Zoom, like it's in your settings on your computer. Make sure it's the one you want.
That's better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. All right. No, I'm saying so I think context can matter. You know, it may not. We're not sure, but this is the thing. So what I saw of that video is, it seemed like he got him to the point where he kind of got from that realm of crazy, I'm going to harm you, to crazy, I'm just like being crazy. And it was weird, right? But he started talking to him. He like, I'm ex-military, or just have a seat, all that type of stuff, right? So it's very possible that when he called the police, he said, hey, I have a ex-military guy. Seems like he's having a manic episode. I have him sitting down on the step. Can you please send somebody here, right?
No.
It's very possible that he gave that type of context. I'm not sure.
No,
but
my. We just watched it. So he was telling him while they were in the house kind of struggling that the cops are already on the way. The cops are, you can hear the sirens, you can hear the cop outside while they're conversing about the stuff you just mentioned. So the cops are already on the play, high alert.
Got you. Okay, cool. So pretty much they pulled up. I'm pretty sure they probably saw him on the step. I don't know. Do we have footage of how they hopped out the wheel?
No, the one cop is already standing, and now what I do know, his posture, he's making sure he's in a safe area. See, he hears the men struggling. That cop doesn't go in. He's standing probably 10 feet, 15 feet away from the steps of the door. You see? He's standing in the grass. That don't tell me he think it's a de-escalated situation. That tells me he think it's an escalated situation.
Got you. So pretty much, I'm assuming they pull up, they see the guy sitting down, and the other guy probably got the shovel in his hand. They go inside to just clear the whole house.
No,
see if anybody else is in there.
So the cop is standing outside before they even get outside. You see, he can't see all the way in the house.
Before they even got outside, he was.
Yeah,
got you.
What he does know is from a call that it's a white male because they asked you description.
Got you.
Right.
Okay, cool.
So now he outside in the grass. I'm just thinking any scene I seen like this, he got his hammer out.
Oh, that's facts.
So I'm wondering why. Is it California? Is it implicit bias? Are white men just not threatening? What you think?
I can't really say what's the thing. I don't think that it's white men aren't threatening, right? I don't think that's it. It could be either implicit bias or it could be that it's California. Those will be the two things that I kind of want to explore.
What if in the state of California, there's a commonly held implicit bias that states white men aren't threatening?
Hello?
Was that for me? Yeah.
Anybody. I'm just that. Yeah, but I mean, would you accept that as?
I'm trying to think of were there any. I don't think there's been any cases to where a white man was, and Cali had some crazy shit happen. So
I think that would be a good art. I wouldn't fight you on that.
Rodney King got his ass whooped.
Well, not even that.
Rodney
I think
King was black. About black as you.
That's not even the worst case. The worst case was the guy that this nigga was dangerous to a point. But remember the nigga they blew up? The dude that went crazy, he went rogue on the police force or something.
Yeah, I remember.
And they fucking burnt them inside of they literally like burned them alive inside of a cabin or some shit.
Yeah.
I think it was Dorner. I think it was his name if I remember right off the top of my head. Something. But he was a black ball dude, prior military. Rodney King. Who was the other? It was another big case there, like police brutality. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Are you sure that dude was from California?
I'm pretty sure it was Cali. I'm almost positive, Miss Williams. I'm pretty sure that was Cali.
You looked it up, or you just told me that?
It was on top of my head.
No, I'm saying this what we watched.
What you saying? Yeah. I looked. No. So I looked that details up. He $35,000 bail. He got charged with B&E and what's the name? But yeah, he wasn't harmed. He wasn't harmed at all. He got $35,000 bail. Officers arrived within minutes and took niggas into custody outside the home. Police said he was treated at North Bay Medical Center in Fairfield and booked into Solano County Jail. Bail was set at $35,000 for Nichols, whose next court date is Tuesday afternoon. Jail records show. We are grateful that the family is safe and commend our officers for their swift response in bringing this dangerous situation to a safe resolution. Fairfield Police said in a statement. And that was the 12th. That was yesterday.
I feel like Javier was lucky to even get out of there because he had a shovel in his hand too.
Lucky? Shit.
You know, one of the things that I was thinking while watching this was, okay, my first thought was, that's a free body, right? That was my first thought. Oh, free body. But then as I thought and as I processed everything, and it turns out that he really had a mental health issue, I'm thinking like, did it actually work out for the best? That he didn't end up, just kind of unaliving him, whereas most of us probably would have easily. But then it turns out obviously he has a mental health issue, and he probably was just having an episode. Did it work out for the better in a long term? Even though we can also think like how dangerous it could have been and how it could have went in the other direction. But looking at how it turned out, did it turn out for the best?
No, take your damn meds. No, I'm tired of it. That people get away with a lot of shit with this mental health shit when it's simple. Take your meds. You was violating this man's home and all of that shit. It could have went way left, and he could have had kids in there. He could have killed his kids. Fuck no, it didn't work out.
So actually he did. So hold on. So this is more context, Hamp. So the man was doing this. So the man was talking to him, Hamp, but the man wasn't home. So the man is having this conversation with him with his wife and his kid in the house while he's away from home. He got home and entered the home through a back door, through the back sliding door. I am beating the dog shit out of this, bro.
Well, wait, fantastic. Y'all didn't catch it. Remember when he was like, "This is my neighborhood," right? And you know what the dude said? "I live there, not here." Which means that's when I knew he was not in that house.
He wasn't home.
Yeah, see, I didn't even catch that. Aaron, shout out to Aaron.
He said, "But I live there." There.
Yeah, hey, Hamp. He definitely would have left that motherfucker on a gurney. Ain't no way.
Fantastic. Yeah, man.
There's no way. There's no way, bro. There's no way you call and say, "Yo, white man at my door, my wife and kids is in there," and Jake come there and he stand away from the door without his hammer out. That shit don't resonate with me. Unless there's an implicit, I don't understand that shit.
And they didn't confirm anything of mental illness on this story either. I don't know I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna go back and see.
Yeah.
But that story didn't mention anything about mental illness.
Well, shout out to him that he didn't knock on the door of one of the 6 panels up here, because it would have been the bag, the one with the 7-foot zipper on it. That one.
Ham, somebody in your comments, his name is I'm 100 always says former LAPD. Yeah, it was.
Whoa,
it
whoa,
was,
whoa,
it
whoa,
was,
whoa, whoa! Don't, no. Is it free?
Oh my bad. Oh, you right. My bad.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Like this right here. Watch this, man. West M with the $2. See, I'm wrong. My bad.
I dig it.
And then hold on.
Standing on business.
West End with his house in HAMP. That happened in Connecticut. Where you from? Now you know what I said. I said Connecticut because I heard Fairfield, but I didn't confirm that. That's why I went with what Miss Fantastic said. You know, I don't know. So what is it a reach to say that there's a level of like, or do we already know this, like how we seen versus how they seen?
Oh no, we definitely know it. I mean, I think it's even though y'all said white men are not seen as less threatening. It's very few white men I look at, and again, that's not no big bad bully shit. You feel me? It's just like most white men I see aren't threatening. Even quote unquote, I guess like the bigger ones. And this was me throughout my life. There's never been too many white men. You know, of course, if he got like some skinhead tattoos or some shit or whatever, you know. But they're very, very limited in like white men that look threatening to us, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think I agree.
You know what I think about when you say that?
I disagree. I don't judge threatening by how you look though.
No, you do. Yes, you do, Rob.
Most
No, I
humans
say
do.
I don't.
Well,
nah, you do.
No, I'm a judge you, but when it comes to threatening, I think all men are threatening.
Yeah, but I agree. Everybody has a capability, right? And I think we all move with a air of caution. What I'm saying though is certain things, certain like let's say a white dude in a suit, a white dude in a hoodie, right? Both of them are white dudes, but the white dude in the hoodie you're gonna pay more attention to because he's concealing himself. He's like trying to hide something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Just naturally, even there's certain things that bring it to you, right? Like an Asian dude, I already know they don't know no motherfucking karate. I know it's bullshit, right? So a little motherfucker that's 5'2", 175 pounds. Look, bro, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no motherfucking gun print and then get out of here, Mr. Chang. I'm not fucking worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not gonna try him, not gonna find out. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying for the most part, when I see a black dude, bro, and niggas like to eye wrestle for whatever reason. Like, I gotta have a certain level of preparedness versus the white man. Like, hey, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? Whatever. It's just, I guess it's like the demeanor. I don't fucking know. It's weird.
I don't know. I kind of disagree on that, man. I'm from Texas. I
could be wrong.
And I don't know. I think maybe because I have a boxer mentality, and boxers can seem, like we're known to be like the friendliest people and stuff like that. I mean, I know guys who they just don't look like they're a threat, but me knowing what they do, I'm like, this nigga fuck you up.
But you can see a boxer though. Like you can see a boxer. It's just, like you can see in the shoulders.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, for example, if one of my boxing friends, he at work and he dressed up, he got his tie stuff, you don't see typical person will not see him as much of a threat as say somebody who looking crazy, got face tats or something. But in reality, this dude with this tie on will fuck you and that motherfucker with face tats up.
For sure. You know what's the thing too? I think growing up, at least me, and I know a couple other people from older generations who feel the same.
Yeah.
Kind of growing up and having a certain amount of black pride and also arrogance, you tend to think that white people can't do nothing with you, right? And I don't know, my dad was like that. My dad used to think like, yo, can't a white boy do nothing with me? I remember watching Evander Holyfield, like his documentary, and he said early in his life, like when he got whooped by a white boy, his first thought was like, can't no white boy with me, you tripping, right? So like I grew up with that same arrogance of like, can't a white person fuck with me? And it's wrong, it's not true. A lot of them niggas can rumble, but that's just kind of how I grew up.
Now I agree with you in the sense that like I know what my talents is. Like I know how to box. I know I'm a black belt. I know I've been trained in MMA, but that's the only reason why in my mind I know, okay, 90% of most guys probably can't take me down in a fair fight. But that's only because I know I have a certain skill set. But even still, I don't know. I don't size guys down. I size them up before I size them down, man. Midget a fuck a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga don't know what he capable of. So
Yeah, I think the overarching point to Rockstar's point is simply, you know, you don't sleep on nobody. You know, I think you understand people could be capable. I think that, but when you initially just see a person, what's your subconscious reaction? I think that we generally grow up like that too. Like, it is illegal to lose a fight to a white boy. As a kid, like, you would be ostracized, right? That's just how we thought. Now, whether that be true, as adults, we know better, right? Motherfuckers be wrestling since they were 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when we growing up around the way, you like, who?
I think that's up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's something up here that we got. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lee, what's
Yeah,
popping?
like,
oh, go ahead.
What I was gonna say to Rock's point, I'm not saying that, you know, white boys ain't capable. I'm just saying I think for the most part we have that unwritten rule in the back of our head, like Mont and like Hamp said. It's like, bro, ain't no white boy whooping me. Now, of course, like you said, being abreast of and being aware of skill sets and fighting styles and so on and so forth. You get into it with a wrestler, bro, that's gonna be a long day. Wrestler or MMA motherfucker, no, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you don't want no smoking, you trying to cause no problems. But I'm just saying, for the most part, I think we walk around and we don't see white dudes as threats. We don't, you know what I'm saying?
Lee, what's goody?
Facts. Yo, what up, bro? I hope everybody having a good day. What's going on? Yo, could y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. I don't really know what the conversation was about, but it seemed like y'all talking about like judging dudes. Judging the dude being able to fight based off his race or some shit.
Nah, Lee, I'm about to kick you off, man. So you just got here?
I mean, I've been listening, but I ain't really been, you know what I'm saying? I got in on this part right here where you kind of talking about
niggas is boring. Okay. So nah, they was talking slow. I got a little bored too. I ain't gonna hold you. So, do you think the cops see white men as threatening? Like, they call, let's say the cops come to your house and they say, hey, black male aggressive trying to kick down the door. You think they're going to have their gun drawn when they get there?
I mean, if it's white or black with the same description.
Yep.
Like trying to kick down the door, I think regardless, yeah. If you're trying to kick kick down the door, yeah, they pulling up with the guns out. Especially if you like on some bullshit, like it ain't your house or something.
So what if you, now when they get there, you inside? Would you think they even on more high alert?
Yeah.
So the video we watched, white dude's kicking down the door with a trench coat. He got inside. There's a woman and a child inside. The husband calls. He on his way back to the house. Cops pull up, no guns drawn, white male. You think the black male gets that same grace?
It all depends how he look, but normally nah, because I think it's because black dudes like you know we hold down that title of laying down that murder game. You know what I'm saying? You know, we the title holders. You know, we the heavyweight champs of that. So when you the heavyweight champs of laying down that murder game, yeah, you're gonna get a different response for sure.
So you're saying we're seen as more violent, and you think rightfully so based on the statistics?
Again, if you are the heavyweight title holder of laying down that murder game, which we are, correct?
I don't know what you mean. What's murder game?
Is that hard? Like,
you talking about violent crime.
To dissect? I'm basically saying we have the murder rate.
No, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Based on the crime statistics, he would be accurate.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, damn, boy. So if you are at the top of that list, then yeah, you're gonna get a different response. That's what I'm saying specifically.
But you do know we was looked at as that even before the statistics, supported that though.
I mean, we talking about right now. I don't know where you're going with it right now.
I
Like we
was
talking
just
about right
saying.
now.
I was just saying, does that hold that to be true? Being that statistically, even when we weren't nowhere near the statistics we are at as far as committing murders, we were getting treated the same way. Does that stat hold water in reference to your argument?
I'm just talking about right now.
Gotcha.
Right now, we are at the top of that list, so you're gonna get a different response. I'm just talking about right now. Like I don't want to go back into the past, try to solve a problem or some shit.
Well, no, I mean it matters. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it because to me it matters because to me I'm wondering does that give the statement you said any weight if it doesn't matter when we wasn't committing all these murders and we were still getting viewed as that?
I mean, if that's what you want to think, but at the end of the day, even civilians will kind of give black men that kind of eerie feel because of the amount of black men that end up in the news. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying that this is like all of us, but again, I'm just making the point. Whoever's at the top, I'm not trying to make it like whoever's at the top, and that's us. You're gonna get a different response. That's just what it is. So for example, you see that white dude now. If it was a white dude tatted up, or a white dude who has some look like he been like work out or look like he been in prison or any other version of that white dude, I think he would have got a different response too. But that specific like he looked like some dweeb. Now, could a dweeb up a gun? Could a dweeb stab you to death? Yes, but his whole demeanor and how he looked he just looked so non-threatening. Like I'm pretty sure almost everybody that saw that video, every man was like, "Yeah, I could take him," to that guy. So
Shouldn't there be a point in time where the behavior transcends all of that? Like I see what you're saying. Being black will raise the ceiling on awareness, but shouldn't the floor be able to be raised based on someone's behavior so that it meets the ceiling? So like there's no difference. I know that there's somebody that you can walk in here and do something that will completely make me forget about what color you are. It won't matter. You got to and what that dude was doing is what the kind of behavior I'm talking about. I would respond that way because that's what that behavior calls for, not because you are associated with those with a reputation.
well, there's a few things. It's the reputation, but it's also again like what he was wearing, how he looked. He just looked very non-threatening. So
You don't
yes,
think behavior can transcend all that?
Lee, he had on a damn trench coat.
Well, wait. So you don't think behavior can transcend all that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, but that takes time for someone to get to know you. In that situation, I kind of don't know what your behavior is. It's like I'm judging you based off that right there.
All the more reason. Great, excellent. Glad you said that. All the more reason. Can someone that you don't know execute some behaviors that transcend your normal judgment, criteria? What they're wearing, what they look like, tattoos. Can someone that you don't know behave in a way that you automatically indict them as having lost their shit? Like they got to go now. You a problem.
Well, they gotta go. Like take their life.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like guns out. Like you act, whatever you're acting in a way, guns out. Forget about tattoos, skin color. You 3-piece suit in here with a clean shave, and you getting the guns, acting like that. You lucky. Only thing to stop you is if you 4. You lucky you ain't 4.
I see what you're saying, but
you 12 acting like that, you getting hit.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but the truth is, it doesn't work that way, right? People will have preconceived notions and make assumptions based off of how you look, your stature. Like that dude looked like he hasn't worked out in his life. I wasn't worried about his trench coat. I was looking at his stature. He looked like, again, all of us would be like, I can take him. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. Now, if it was a different guy there with a muscle shirt on, and he got a fucking neck that like connect like he big as hell, that's a different type of threat. So I just think that people assess it, and Me personally, would I had shot at him or something? No, I'm behind my door. If anything, I'd have snuck up behind him and beat the brakes off him probably. But I would have never, I'd never shot him. Nah.
Man, I'm a
Yeah,
boxer and I know when not to fight. I'm not fighting nobody doing that at my door. At that point,
what was
I'm
he
in fear of
really?
my life. I'm in
He
fear of
wasn't
my
really
life.
doing.
He wasn't
But that was
really what?
performative. That was performative, bro.
And I'm a
What did he
perform
really
too.
do? That
I'm a
was
perform too.
He walked in his
to me,
house, Lee. He walked in his house.
I didn't see him walk in his
Yeah.
house. I didn't see that. But I seen him screaming and shit. How he get in his
He
house?
was
How he walk in
kicking the
his house?
door. He was kicking in his door.
Okay.
That fear for my life. All day, every day. I was in fear for my life. And I'm not fighting him. And I'm not gonna be thinking about, oh, I could take him down. No, I'm shooting him. I don't care if he was 3'2".
Listen, I'm not saying you wrong for that. I never said that was wrong. I'm saying I wouldn't do that because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know how he get inside his door. He kicked his door down. That's what y'all saying?
Well, he was kicking it. He was kicking it. He was hitting
and then
it.
what? The guy opened it. Eventually, the guy just opened it and let him in.
I'm not sure because HAMP had showed another video and he ended up in his house. But I'm saying it didn't. It wouldn't have got that far with me. It wouldn't have got that far. But he wasn't there. But I would have left work or something. But if I was there, nah, I'm in fear for my life.
That's the
I'm
point.
mad at you for that. You got your right.
His behavior outside the house was such that no matter how he was able to ingress into that house, even if by invitation, it's because
Lee is not being serious. He can't be being serious. Lee, you dead ass?
About what?
He said
About
his
what?
wife was in the house.
No, I said multiple times that I'm cool if y'all would have shot him. I never said
No,
like,
your wife and your kid is in the house, and he's like, "Where's your daughter?" Yelling and fussing,
Oh,
breaking
you talking
shit.
about once my door got kicked in? Oh yeah, that's way different. All I saw was him throwing the thing and screaming through the door. I'm saying in that point, I'm not shooting through the door to shoot him. That's all I'm saying right there. If you come through the door,
I would have opened the door.
Hasta la vista.
I would have opened the door.
That's what we saying. That's what we
That's
saying.
different.
We would have opened the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's two different.
Oh,
See,
no.
I
Y'all
would
being
have
too
never
nice.
opened the door.
No,
I
I'm
would've
shooting through
opened the
that
door.
motherfucker. I'm shooting through it.
No, I'm not doing that.
Stay your ground, baby. I'm in Florida.
yeah.
I'm shooting through it.
Open the shooting. Yeah.
Y'all shouldn't open the door either. I know it's tempting to open the door.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Don't
No,
open
I'ma
the
open the
door.
door.
It's just
If he
gonna
kick
complicate
my
the
door
case.
down, I have
Yeah,
100% right to take his life, and I'll sit there waiting with an assault rifle.
Nah, that's the perfect thing to shoot through it.
You just undo the Jimmy proof and leave it up to the deadbolt.
I get what you're
saying, but I don't like playing with.
Aaron, now you trying to fight a murder case because CSI done looked at. Well, this looked like it was a law.
No, it's actually you'll be in more trouble shooting through the door.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
yes, you will.
Yeah, that's the murder
Yes,
case.
that's the murder case.
And then you being black.
Yes, because you're blindly shooting.
Y'all gotta check out concealed weapon laws, man.
Ring camera show. If the ring camera wasn't there, yes, but the ring camera kicking the door, asking for my daughter, aggressively fucking trying to break into my house, bro.
Texas,
bullshit.
You can't do that.
Well, that might be Texas.
If the ring camera footage can save
That's
you,
like shooting in the air. In Texas, that's a felony. You cannot shoot in the air. You cannot shoot through a door. It's blind shooting to them.
if you blow through the door,
It's
and your
only
ring
blind
camera
shooting,
gets you
Rockstar,
off,
if you don't have the evidence. Also, the ring camera proves otherwise.
No,
I'm telling
but the
you.
ring- Can't do it in Texas.
In Florida, well, Mr.
Listen,
Fantastic
if you
got a
got the
point.
ring
In
camera
Florida, you
evidence,
could definitely shoot through the door.
You can?
I've seen it.
10,000. Hell yeah, that's why I told you I'm shooting through the
Yeah.
door.
So in a state where you can shoot through the door, you can't undo a Jimmy proof and let him kick through the deadbolt. That's a murder case.
Why? Yeah, no. Well, I'm not. That's just what I'm saying. If I'm truly feeling fear for my life and my wife, my kids, my family, I'm gonna leave no question, Aaron. I'm not helping anything. I don't need to. Like I said, bro, I got an AR. I got motherfucking shotgun. I got everything that I need, bro. The case. Listen, you are going to see Uncle Charles without me ever even seeing the evidence.
Then y'all
so fast.
When the police get there, Aaron, guess what? Aaron, guess what? What the police gonna have to do when they come to the house? They're gonna have to knock on the door. Then I'll unlock it.
All right, so just because y'all got Klansmen running the damn borough council and shit, it ain't like that up here in the north.
What?
Right?
Hey man, don't you disrespect the governor, man. The governor
listen,
Yo,
is
let me
the
tell you,
governor,
yo,
bro.
Aaron,
Up
real
here,
quick. Let
you
me tell
gonna
you how
have to be
crazy it is.
under, huh?
Let me tell you how crazy it is out here. A dude in Miami, the cops was running, chasing the dude in somebody's backyard, and the dude thought the cop was a robber and shot at him. They had to let him go.
Oh no, that ain't. Look up here, yo, fam. Up here,
I was like, what the fuck?
nah, that ain't what.
He
Up
almost
here,
killed the cop. They let him go, bro.
Y'all
nah.
know what's crazy? Y'all know what's crazy with everybody's scenario, right? If we being honest, we wanted to shoot that nigga, right?
Yes.
Oh, hands down.
Wanted,
and
I
I'm
would
pretty sure,
have.
and I'm pretty sure, like, his family is going to probably come after you for a civil lawsuit,
Who
right?
cares?
And they probably going to end up winning that joint.
No,
you
they
can't
not.
call that out.
Not
You
in
can't
Florida, they
call
not.
that. Not in
That's
Texas.
why I need him in the house.
And
I
but
don't
no, that's why.
understand
No,
why y'all
no.
give
So
me some
Mont,
drink.
you got a great point. So Mont, this is what we saying. So Mont, in California, you definitely losing that civil case because motherfuckers in California hate guns. The majority of the peers and the what's the name of your peers, they're gonna feel that way, right? In Florida, though, yeah, you won't even get indicted, bro. That case won't even.
In
well,
Texas, your
it's a civil
property
case.
is your
My bad.
property.
It's a civil case, but yeah, nobody's that shit's gonna be over and done with. Nobody's fucking voting for that shit.
So when they prove that Big Aaron loosened up the deadbolt and let him
No. Listen. Here's the thing: the deadbolt doesn't. That's not something you automatically always close. That's in support. That's like when you leave the house or when you go to bed. Most folks just close the handle and lock that behind them, so you just can't get in. But when you like normal operation, nobody goes in and click, 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 does all the shit. You just do the knob. Now, when you go to bed, you do all the shit, or when you leave out of the house, you do all the shit. But the normal, you know what I mean, it's just the door handle lock.
Especially in apartments.
But the deadbolt and the chain ain't gotta be on there.
I think he would have been justified based on what I looked up for Florida. Yeah, if he kicking the door and shit, you could probably boom him.
Yes. Yeah, ain't no
through the
problem
door
in it.
handle?
How?
Yeah, I'm saying like if that person is making an attempt, to break in, so the kicking,
You can
the
blow through the
hitting,
door.
Yes.
yeah, or you
Bro,
fit
you run
and
through somebody's backyard out here, and they can shoot at you, bro.
Yeah, you ain't doing that up here.
And then they saying
If you
imminent threat.
headed
That
to the
ring
door,
cam would have saved
It's
him.
the wild south.
That's what I'm saying.
That ring
Aaron, that's
camera
what
would
I'm
have
saying.
justified it. Is what I'm saying. Based on what I
The ring
up
camera,
here,
all
if
the
you in the
evidence, bro.
house, if you in
No,
the house
what he was
headed to the
doing,
door,
what he was doing, because he kicking his door,
Yeah.
let me in,
Yeah.
hitting the door, he could have boomed him in Texas. And
So
Florida.
I was
And
just
asking for your child. Hold on, and another thing too, asking for
Because
your
they're gonna
child.
say
Remember here in
reasonable. They're gonna say reasonable, like
Yes.
imminent danger.
exactly, and I was just looking up. Like I already knew this was true, but again, it's called a castle doctrine. So it got to be factors. It got to be mitigating factors. So, for example, let's say you live in a rural, like in a neighborhood or community. If somebody's house is across the street from you, your ass in trouble. You shoot through that door. But let's say you on your own property, it ain't no neighbor or something like that, then you good. So it's things that
Yeah,
matter
it's
in there. You
not
can't
cut and
just shoot through
dry.
that door. Yeah, it ain't cut and dry.
He ain't cut that and dry, yeah.
Right.
Y'all
I
got,
think
y'all got
an assault rifle
him
might be too
kicking the
much.
door is the key point, right? That's an imminent threat, and it seemed like he trying to break in, right? That part's key. Him hitting the door, But if somebody's yelling at your door, you can't boom them.
Hey, y'all better like you said. Hey, in Texas, you may shoot through a door if someone is breaking in as castle doctrine. Even in Texas,
No,
y'all
but
better
it's
take advantage.
mitigating factors. Fantastic. It
Hey,
matters.
man.
Like if you got it's a house across the street, you in trouble.
Well, no,
Because
he's
the-
saying if you at my door yanking on my shit, pause, and you trying to
Yeah.
kick it down, talking about where is your daughter in there? I'm gonna boom you. You gonna look like a Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino movie.
Now I'm
Yeah,
with you,
I-
Fantastic.
I-
I'm gonna fight the
Hey, yo.
case. I'm gonna fight the case.
Yeah, I
Fantastic.
trust. Hey, I would trust my fellow fucking Texans
Yeah.
to get me off the motherfucking trial.
I
Okay.
feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what I
take
feel
that
like.
chance.
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like the district attorney or whoever the prosecutor is, they gonna be on your side because they gonna think I would have did the same shit.
Hell no!
I swear to
Oh yeah,
God.
Rock. Remember the, and it was a fucked up situation, but this is how staunch Texas is on fucking what's name. Remember the dude that went to fucking pick up the kid, and he had the beef with the stepdad or whatever, and Buddy shot his ass. It broad daylight in the front of the yard.
Bro, they
I
ain't even
heard about that.
prosecuting,
It
bro.
was,
I know what you're talking
I
about.
was
He had
remember
that
that.
M4,
Yeah,
White dudes,
like
two white dudes, bro, killed that man in front of his kid and everything, bro. They didn't even press charges, bro. They didn't even.
Look, y'all
he was
good.
trying to,
Look, the advice
oh,
y'all
because he
need to
tried to
be
take his
giving.
gun though. He
Oh,
tried
The
to take his
Texas
advice
gun.
y'all
love
need
their
to be
guns.
giving.
We
Nigga,
protect
The
gun
advice y'all
owners.
need to be giving the people in the chat, though, look at the statutes in your state.
I
Yeah,
just
please,
did.
please. This is not legal
I
advice.
just did. I got an
Yeah.
update. You know what
Please
happened in
do that.
Pennsylvania with me?
Nobody
Blown
is.
through the door. I got the same shit. Yep, I got it. All right. Yep. Fucking
Listen,
lie.
I'm telling you, man, y'all better know them
Yo.
gun laws, bro.
Yeah,
You
know
know
your
what?
gun
Nah,
laws.
you know what?
Know your
Fuck
gun
it.
law.
Look it. Open the door, nigga. You just better hope he ain't a ninja, nigga.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, Hemp. I'll open the door because I'm shooting them.
You can
I
get
As
ain't-
soon
beat.
as
I
I'm
You
ain't
gonna
can
do
get
this,
beat
boom.
with your own gun, nigga. I tell you, boy.
Hey.
I seen enough
No, that
Jackie
ain't working
Chan
with
to
me.
know, nigga.
Hey, like Fantastic say,
That shit ain't working with me.
them motherfuckers don't know no karate. I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna shoot them. You don't know no karate.
Hilarious.
Yo, man. I don't know, man.
One out of 1,000. Hey, don't even worry about us, Rock. Hey, hell, what you said you would have did to Bruce Lee?
Oh my god. Yo, I don't mean no harm, nigga. Strangle Bruce Lee.
I'll fuck Bruce
Yo,
Lee up.
hey, that nigga Bruce, he like this.
Hey, how did YN say?
Oh,
Yo,
God.
pause
For
if
real,
you
though.
have to, nigga. I'm gonna stick that high up his ass, nigga. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, Bruce Lee not winning no fights.
Yo,
No disrespect, but how did he go out?
oh man.
See, that wet son
But
did.
God bless his dad, man.
Yeah, shout out to Bruce Lee, man.
Yo,
But
man.
one wrestling move, that nigga done.
Nah,
Yo,
Texas don't play about their gun laws. You know, felons can own a gun in Texas.
You can get them back after so long.
No,
just gotta-
you can own it. If the police come to your house, they can say you got a gun. They can't do nothing about it because you got a right to protect. It's an undying right to protect your house
Oh,
or
and
your
what's that?
property.
Nah.
You gotta file paperwork for
Hell
it, bro.
yeah. Yo,
I'm
you
pretty sure.
No. I'm saying you can buy the gun, but
you
if
can't
you have
buy
it in
it
your
though
house,
either. You can't buy it either. Yo,
no,
it's
well,
constitutional.
I ain't gonna.
I'm just saying.
I'm
I,
gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you on the.
nah, you don't have to. I'm about to tell. I'm about
yeah.
to tell an anecdotal. So every time I go right to get this shit, it say I get delayed, and if your background don't come back in 3 days, then you can get the gun. You see, but I'm not from here, so they got to go through all the states that I lived in order to do my background. So it'd be taking longer than 3 days, and if it don't come back in 3 days, you can get the gun. But if you have a felony or a violent misdemeanor per the paperwork, as soon as you check yes, they can't even sell it to you. Cause I went through all this. The lady said, "You better not. Don't check that box." She told
Listen
the
to
lady
me,
at the pawn shop, "Don't check that
no.
box."
Listen to me. We gonna call. We gonna talk offline. I got you.
No, I'm saying I went to the store. I got the guns.
No.
I'm just saying the lady said, "You check that box. We can't. The conversation ends here."
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you another way. It's a
If you got to
federal
do all
loophole.
that means it's nah. That
No,
means
it's legal.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not.
If I gotta go to,
I just don't want to talk about it online like that. Yeah, because I don't want to give everybody the sauce.
Why?
Cause, I got you.
Sometimes
We're gonna talk.
Sometimes you gotta get keep. It depends though.
Yeah,
yo,
this
bro.
ain't the type of advice you give everybody, man. It ain't the loophole.
Hey, yo, bro, let me
give
ask you a
everybody.
question. Let me ask you a question real quick. Hey, yo, bro, are you pro black?
Who?
Are you
For
pro
me?
black?
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
you.
just a nigga.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Man, niggas need.
I went through my phases. That was one of them phases. I'm past that. I grew. I went through all that. Hebrew Israelites, all that. I was born a Christian, practiced Muslim and all that. I'm just above it. That's all. But I enjoyed the process though of my growth though. But yeah, no shot to him though.
Yo, Ham, did you you know, it's an interesting topic. I don't know if you heard about the woman who in Tanzania. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I heard about it.
It's
Yeah,
a black woman
divester.
it's a black woman with a white husband that
National
she just
Janae.
got proposed to, and she was unalived in Tanzania. I think he said it's rumored that he said it was a suicide. So it's a kind of all like being looked into right now, but it's all happening within the last week. And what I see is a lot of the guys in the comments are just like, yo, this not our problem, fellas. Like, keep drinking your lemonade. And they've looked up that she's made comments about black men before in the past. So it's going on right now. Like, all of the kind of posts are people starting to report on it today.
Yeah, I'm getting lit on Twitter right now.
Yo,
from it.
even but that's the thing, right?
Nice.
Most of the time with people's marriages and relationships, most people stay out the
I
way.
saw that.
They stay out the way regardless of even interracially. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people say, yo, what works for you, what don't work for you. But in terms of, you said Tanzania, like the country?
Yeah,
that's where they traveled to
Yeah,
for
that's
the
where they was
proposal
visiting.
and her birthday.
For her birthday.
Wait, is that where she from?
No. She from the state. She hood from Broward, I think.
Yeah.
No.
She's from
She's
Broward.
from South Jersey.
from
Oh, I'm about to
Broward.
say, she a Canaanite.
Oh,
Okay.
she was saying,
South
she
Jersey?
was saying, well, she was saying Broward. She was saying she was down here in Broward. I don't know.
Okay, so she
No.
from
Married to a
Jersey.
powerful dude.
She went over there with her white husband and didn't come back alive.
Fiance. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he smoked
You
her.
said South Jersey?
My girl know her from growing up. Yeah,
Okay. And he killed her?
Yeah.
Allegedly?
Allegedly.
Allegedly
Allegedly, it's
she
a
committed
suicide.
suicide.
Oh, she committed
Nobody
suicide
says-
on vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
allegedly,
it was a strangling. It was a hanging or strangling, and then they're saying that he allegedly did it to her.
And then so what's the
That's the
what's
rumors,
the conversation piece, Mon? Like,
The conversation is she was shitting on niggas. She had nothing. She was a ultra divester. So she was always niggas ain't shit. Look at my white man, this and white. And what's so crazy, Hamp? A nigga put in the thing, he gonna kill you, and they resurfacing that.
Wow.
He's going off for all the stories, you know, the when the white boy chopped that black girl up.
No, Hamp. This was like foreshadowing. This was like
I'm
she
saying
was doing all that niggas ain't shit.
Here's what I'm asking. Sorry, is it around the time when that white black girl got chopped up? You see what I'm saying?
No.
No,
It just
the
happened.
text, the Twitter post. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
He gonna kill you. Is it around when the girl got chopped up? When the football player from the Seahawks beat his black girlfriend up?
No.
You see what I'm saying though? There's a time.
Yeah, no,
frame.
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. I understand the
different
time, but
cases.
it had nothing to do with time frame. It was a post that she made just in general of her talking shit
And
about
he
niggas.
said he gonna kill you.
And he was saying because she praising the white man, and he was just saying in general, this same white man gonna kill you.
I know 100%.
Outside source.
I'm not asking my question clearly. When shit be happening, right? Like, let's say somebody got hurt on a motorcycle yesterday, and then you say, "Yo, I'm about to do a wheelie on this motorcycle." I say, "All right, now, you see what happened to that nigga yesterday?" I'm saying,
Yes.
is this around the time when the girl got chopped up? But you see what I'm? Is
And
this
that's what
in
I'm
people's
saying.
heads?
You're asking the question properly, and that's what I'm saying. It's totally independent of a thing. It's just knowing that white boys kill black women, the divestors.
Yeah,
that was the point. It wasn't any related thing. There wasn't any whatever. It's just her
But I'm
praising
saying,
the white boy.
Is it related though? Because you're saying white boys kill the divester. You see what I mean? The white,
can
remember the
answer
black
it.
girl that
I
got
can-
chopped up in Florida. You see what I mean? Like, is it around that
I can
time?
answer it.
Go ahead.
So I think the answer is yes. He was referring to that when he said it. However, when he made that statement, it wasn't in close proximity of time to when it happened.
Okay.
But he's probably referring to exactly that.
You know what I'm talking? Y'all didn't hear that story where the black girl got chopped up? They
No.
said he
Yes.
chopped her up and put her body parts. Yeah,
That wasn't here.
Yep.
Florida.
I know what you're
That
saying.
wasn't here. Florida, I
Yeah.
think. And then it was also
But it happened a while ago.
happening like maybe 2 years
Oh
ago.
no. Yeah, Hemp, you're right. No.
So
yeah,
the
he
comment
already got
was made
convicted.
recently,
That's what I'm
but was
saying. So
referring
people
to
say he
that,
gonna kill
yes.
you because it's like, all right, now you remember what happened to old girl who was
It's
actually
that.
I mean, Hemp, that's what we saying. So Hemp, that's what we saying, right? So
It's
of
that,
course-
just
of
much
course- of
later,
course,
yeah.
They talk about how black men are so violent, which every man of the same race is, violent towards women, right? Quote unquote. What we're saying is, for the praise that the divestors give and so much shit they talk about niggas, it's an extremely astronomical rate because we know white
many.
dudes deal with black women so small, right?
Mhm.
But whenever they do this shit, bro, and of course, guess who they blaming? Hemp?
the white boy who just hung her.
No, the fuck they not.
Who
They
they
blaming
blame?
niggas.
Who's they?
Niggas.
The divestors and the black women.
How? That don't even make sense.
I think y'all both talking about two different things right now.
Now we talking about the
Oh,
same.
we talking
thing.
about the same shit.
I was looking at the catalyst for the comment. I got too hung up on the comment. Leak.
All this shit on Twitter right now, Hemp.
There's no way they blaming anybody but the nigga who
they
hung
are. I'll bring it up. Hold on.
Allegedly.
They are.
Like,
allegedly.
Oh, wait.
Thank you, Mom.
Wait, he's serious? You telling me that they blaming black men and saying
Yes.
black
Dead
men?
ass serious.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I got
thought y'all
proof.
was talking about two different things.
Kill
I
your
was so
screen,
far
bro.
fetched.
There's no.
No,
way.
I got
it don't
proof.
even make sense. What they
Hey,
say.
yo, Hamp. Remember when we covered? Remember we covered this, Hamp, when the women were up there on the panel with this. There were some podcasts requesting some heinous shit.
Yes.
You don't think that? What do you? If you ask that woman next question, what do you think she say?
She was asking the KKK to delete black men, right?
I'm saying if it was that woman, if you asked her whose fault is it, what do you think she say?
I guess those women would say she was only over there with him because black men don't act right.
So it's black man's fault. That's what he's saying. Yep, those are the women that would say that.
I just like what the. Show me the comments, man. And
And
Ma,
it's
I'm
big
about to go
news
to the
because
gym,
you know the
Ma, because I'm
dude-
supposed to spar today. You're gonna have me late. They're gonna act like I'm scared.
I'm
Bro,
saving
you gonna kick somebody's ass though behind this conversation.
That nigga said I'm saving.
And y'all know the dude
Yo,
is a
that's
director of Microsoft.
Thank me later.
Damn,
the
them
dude, a
niggas
big
is young
dude.
too.
He the director of Microsoft, so it's big news.
Who?
Yeah, the fiance, the white dude, he a director of Microsoft.
Yo, man, send
The
yo.
just-
I need to see something,
Yeah.
man.
Tanzania?
Yes, it's big news.
Got you.
Yes.
Hold on, Hemp. I got you right here. Hold on, brother. One
Tanzania
second,
is
brother.
a pretty expensive trip.
It's,
That's for
it's
East
North
Africa,
North
right?
Asian. No, I thought it was North. I thought it was North Africa.
Northeast, though?
North Africa, right?
It's like northeast though. Like
Yeah,
I'm saying.
northeast. Yeah, you're right. That should be right. Northeast, closer to like Morocco and shit, ain't it? I think.
Yeah.
Or is it
East of
is-
Morocco.
What's the name? East. Yeah,
East,
yeah.
yes, east. You
Close to like under Egypt or next to Egypt or some shit. I think. Hold on, give me a second. Let me share.
I think the new name Don McCain or John McCain. He's the director of Microsoft, and he's an investor in some country called Symmetrical. Big, I'm talking about $1 billion companies.
Yo, man. There's
Oh,
no
Tanzania is-
all right. This all I'm saying,
Kenya.
man. Let me make this statement real quick, right? And if I'm proven wrong, I take it. Pause. There's no way they're blaming black men for that shit. What up, Atticus?
I mean,
that is stupid.
that's hilarious.
Hold on, let me finish this statement. I know I did a pregnant pause. I humbly apologize. That's stupid and foolish.
Wait, how? Hold up here. Because I mean, it's a black country, right?
Which one?
I mean, just being like, I'm sorry, I have to be the one to say
Tanzania?
it, but like,
It's south of Kenya.
Yeah, they.
so
yeah,
it's,
South
so it's
of
mainly
Kenya,
black
east.
people there, right? It's mainly black people there.
Hemp, the comment is
it's
even crazier. Hemp, when you see it, Hemp, this is crazy, bro. The
All right,
shit
you got it.
Yeah, it's up. It's up.
All right, hold on, man. Let me drop this here. I'm just gonna put it over. We don't need to see everybody. I wish Mr. Williams was in the middle so I could cover him up.
Where's the comment that blames us?
Yeah, I seen this.
Okay.
I thought it was AI.
They are blaming black men now. Who put that comment?
Listen, hold on. Listen, what he's saying. You got to be able to read it. I don't, it's kind of fuzzy, so I don't know if y'all
No, I can
see
read it. It says, I'm sorry, but who is this guy? Something about this. Yeah, I can read it.
Yeah, super fishy.
Oh,
So they're
hold
saying
on,
it's
y'all good grace. Y'all professionals.
What's up, man?
Okay. Shanice Cutter 5 hours ago.
Yes.
This post has 1,091 views. See how I did that, Aaron and Miss Fantastic?
Yes, sir.
Shannon writes, I'm sorry, but who's this guy? Something about this is super fishy. White men can't handle having a black baddie. They are not mentally equipped to handle it. Who's Jamie Bell says, I believe the African authorities were behind this. They hate interracial relationships. The timing is just very off. No man does all this when he could have killed her right here in America for free. Rest in peace, Ashley. This is devastating. I didn't like her flaunting, but she was a beautiful girl. Now, here's the interesting thing. Is that picture in Tanzania?
Yeah.
Now
that giraffe has to be.
Now this is what throws me off though. Those clothes that she has on are frowned upon. She's way too unclothed for Tanzania specifically.
Oh,
They
But
usually
she's at
don't
the
allow
hotel,
that.
though.
I
She's
never
at the
seen.
room.
I just know a bunch of people that went there. She was not allowed to dress like that.
Yeah, that is true.
She
Hold up, yo,
she
but this
not out and
kind of
about though. Ham. It's probably like if he's rich, this is like some probably
Yeah,
private
they was on a
thing or some
resort.
shit.
Yeah, it
private
was.
resort or some shit.
Yeah, it was like they say it was $950 a night, so that was big money shit. So they had their own little space.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want to be the bad guy, but I got to tell the truth. Sound like they kind of on to something.
Yeah, it's a
That
lot of
kinda
possibilities. Yeah,
I mean, like yo, they
I
go
can't
to
just
a
say he killed her. I can't just say it. It's a lot of
But
possibilities.
show me
this is
the blaming. Go ahead, Mom.
This is the thing, right? And I think this is why people are alluding to maybe he could have something to do with this. Is if you were on a trip with your fiance that you just proposed to, right? I would assume that you would have contacted the police relatively right after she did something like this. Very quickly. What they're saying is it was like 2 days before like anybody was contact. Like everything around it is fit. I know, like I can't imagine not how long do you imagine not being in a room with your fiance? Like you just proposed, like on trip, like
he didn't know where she was or something.
Yeah, but how we know
they found her in the room.
Yeah, but you in Tanzania, like they ain't got 911 in there. Man, my wife not you. You ain't got no goddamn 911.
They don't got 911.
You in a resort, yes?
Hell
You in a
no.
resort. You know who to contact.
This
I'm saying, but is that confirmed though, Mont? Is that confirmed though? Like, did he really like?
It's
Like,
not-
did that
it's
come
not
out his
confirmed.
own mouth where he said, "Yo, I ain't seen my wife in 2 days," or because social media is a motherfucker, bro. People spin narratives to make things sound good for whatever type of agenda that they want to meet. So in my head, I'm just looking at it for what it is. A woman was with her husband, right? So that's supposedly supposed to be love. How long have they been together? That's what I would want to know. If they've been together for years or if they've been together for 3 months, makes a big difference, right? So
at least 2 years, at minimum 2 years.
2 years.
But
Okay.
by law, bro, the first suspect is always going to be the spouse. That's just automatic.
Well,
remember the it was a black man that had a wife that was a white teacher, and they tried to blame him, and he was like legit, like had nothing to do with it. Everybody was saying he was a
Let me
suspect.
go ahead and put my detective hat on, man. He did that shit. Fuck it.
Guilty as fuck.
Guilty as fuck.
Well, hey, like I say, the law gonna say the first suspect is always gonna be the wife or the husband. That's always.
But the thing is, like you said, well, I'll say this, right? And again, I don't celebrate. I'm not, even though her being not a so nice person when she was alive, bro. I'm not celebrating her death. I'm just saying this: if there's a insurance policy or some shit involved, right, or whatever, I would definitely be more curious. But like you said, it's the perfect crime if you wanted to do it, because American authorities can't do any research or any investigations, you know what I'm saying, halfway across the world.
Right. So like third party forensic.
Once he leave Tanzania, whatever it is, it was. So they allow him to leave, and whatever. It's just it'll be all it is.
But also in Africa, it's pay to play.
Damn.
Like in most of those countries, it's pay to play, right? So if you got bread like that, I don't know the situation. Like, I don't know what you can cover up. I don't know what you can, you know.
Director of Microsoft.
Yeah. And so yes, and see that's what we got to look.
Why would he? But
we
why
don't
would
know
he
what
delete
dealings
his?
he got. We don't know who might have had his set out for him, and that might be a way out. Because he was he's an older guy living a young man's life, so he's a high roller. So it could be a number
He
of
don't look
things.
that old to me. He look about 40.
Yeah, they saying she from Miami, bro. So I don't know if she's from Jersey, but they calling her a Miami influencer because like I said she was talking about Broward.
She one of them girls who grow up in a small town, go
and then
get video girl.
and recreate. I got you.
She look nice. She nice looking. So
It's
she
like
went out. She traveled. She became a
It's
vixen.
like boxers. They be like fighting out of or by way of.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, listen, man, he did that shit, man. And you got money. It makes sense to go over there and do this shit, right? Because that's the thing. People always put people in a box that they in, right? But $5,000, $10,000 trip, right? When you about to do something heinous, in a country that's already closed off, and that make the most sense, right? Because you don't want to go to jail forever. So that's probably worth 10 grand.
But what would be the benefit of it though?
Because he ain't
that's
gonna
what I'm
get
about to say.
caught.
What's the motive?
No,
okay, what's the motive?
what's
What's
the
the motive?
benefit of
Why
it?
did he kill her?
Yes. What is the motive?
What's
I need
the
to know why.
benefit? No, I
Because
want to
he's
know what's
rich.
the
That's why
benefit.
I heard Aaron say he's like the fucking Microsoft fucking president or some bullshit, right?
Yeah, he's a
So
director.
it can't be money. Is
So it
it?
ain't
Is it?
money.
He didn't
Yeah.
want to have a baby. Is it?
No, he
got
asked her
all
to
his
marry
nerves
her.
for the
So
last
What's his-
time after being with him for 2 years. Like what is like?
yeah,
Man,
what's
his last name?
benefit?
What's his last name? His last name probably Dahmer or some
Khan.
shit.
His
Nigga.
last name Khan.
Weird ass nigga. I mean,
Yo,
what was
you
she
a
saying?
fool.
What was
What-
she saying? Can somebody say
Hold on,
what
let
was
me
she
look
saying
nice.
about black men?
Oh,
Oh,
it
hold on,
was
I got
She
you.
was just
bad. It was
I was
it
all
wasn't
bad, bro.
super crazy.
Yeah, she always
And-
talk bad
So
about
Mon
him.
said it wasn't
I
super
saw her.
crazy. Was it
So,
bad?
it would be stuff like and again, black men are embarrassing us, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it wouldn't be nothing like, yo, no crazy wild feminist like death to black men type stuff. It would just be like, yo, y'all niggas be embarrassing us, like shit like that.
What if he's like
she
on
was pretty
some?
ugly. She was pretty ugly, bro. And she was very materialistic. Like she had to have some type of name brand thing in her videos every time she did a
well,
video.
shit.
So,
Yeah.
Mon got
so
nice
you know what I'm
clothes, too.
thinking?
We was all broke dusties, and she was heavy on that shit.
What if she on some Jigsaw or like Hannibal Lecter type shit where they run around punishing people to do dumb shit to people?
Nigga, well, hold on, Aaron.
It's a
Slow down,
possibility.
Aaron.
It's the
Jesus
possibilities,
Christ, this
man.
nigga watched
It's
one
endless.
movie last week, and that's all he wanted to talk
Saw
about.
10.
Listen, man. Show me the comments, man. I want to see it. I want to see it like the nigga that got shot by his girlfriend when her dad was a sheriff and she didn't get charged. He was saying straight up, black women are the worst. I want to see this. What was he saying? Hey, go get
You know, I think it highlights a big issue though here. Like when does it end, right? Because of course, like we see whenever something like this happens to a man or a man get booked because of a white girl saying he did something to her, right? All the girls in the comments is like pretty much saying you deserve that, nigga. Like, yeah, that's what happened when you go and play over there. And right here is a moment where God took the opportunity to be like, yo, this not our business. That's what you get when you want to go and play over there. But where does it end, right? Like this war, like between everybody. Like, where does it stop? Like, when do somebody say, you know what? You're right. We should have never said that. And how do we move forward?
Well, I don't think there's a war between against black men and black women. I think the war is black woman against black woman, and we just happen to be getting hit with straight fucking bullets, and we get penalized to say that we are at war with them when we defend ourselves. It's a difference.
Interesting.
Nah, again, man, that's a great question, Mont. But as I say all the time, right, and I know people love to be like, "Oh, you guys aren't taking responsibility." It's literally black men responding, bro. And like I said, a good reference point would be when we talking in divestiture things, right? And we, you know, the game is a game because some nigga was saying some wild, crazy shit on Facebook about he'd rather have sex with a dog. Remember we covered that shit, Hamp, and we was like, "Hey, nigga, rest in peace." I let black women have it. I didn't have once I found out Buddy said that shit, hey bro, fair game.
Yeah.
Is
He the
what
one
it
that got
is.
shot by his girl talking about she was cleaning her gun.
Yeah, she was cleaning the gun and then she admitted to shooting them and they still didn't press charges. So yeah. So again, you talk that reckless, bro. It's stuff that come behind shit you say, man. You don't just get to go through this world and be disrespectful to a whole group of people and then, you know, expect respect because you died. That's one thing I hate about niggas, bro. Bro, motherfuckers don't fucking gain fucking perfection and deification after you die, bro. If you're a piece of shit while you're alive, you're a piece of shit after you dead. Now, I don't believe in, you know, dancing on a nigga grave per se, but don't do the opposite though when you know. I want to really go somewhere and say something, but y'all shitted on the California niggas already, so I don't really want to get into that. But yeah, bro, don't turn him into a god, bro. Don't you know?
Can we
like this
dance on Hitler's grave?
Huh? Yeah,
Can we dance
still
on?
do.
Okay.
They still do.
All All right, so it's really all about.
Where are we
So
going with that?
okay, so if they're a piece of shit,
Well, no, just like
then-
so since we here, right? Niggas was saying R.I.P. to Africa Bambaataa, and motherfuckers like R.I.P. for what? The nigga he was a child predator. Fuck him. I agree with that. I'm not saying R.I.P. to a motherfucker that was a confirmed motherfucking get him out of here. So I think like you live the life, you live the life you live, and then you are held to that standard once you no longer living, bro. You don't get a upgrade, nigga, because you died. But niggas do. Niggas believe it.
Yeah. And make sure when we talk about shitting on Hitler's grave, make sure we say we shitting on Napoleon's grave too. That white motherfucker killed 20 million niggas. So let's not just hate the people white people hate. Shit, we're gonna shit on motherfuckers. Shit on the motherfuckers that need to be shitted on.
Yeah,
Don't
Gandhi
nobody
too.
ever.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Motherfuckers don't know about Gandhi.
throw him in the
Gandhi was
pot.
Exactly.
I just
Gandhi
stand up.
was fucking terrible.
Terrible.
Fuck Gandhi.
Straight up.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Throw them all in the pot.
Malnourished ass motherfucker. But nah, yeah, man. Nah, bro. That's the thing. My old girl was she had again to speak upon a whole race of men because and she used to deal with niggas. She used to deal with niggas, right? To speak poorly in a whole race of men, and not just that, to put another race of men above him that we're supposed to be in this eternal fucking battle with, this white dude, and say white dude is just better. Like, yeah, man, niggas gonna take issue with that. And if you get, demised by that same man that you were praising, hey man, funny how life works out, man.
Yeah, I guess from a maturity standpoint, right? We understand that she probably was scorned, like all the other girls scorned. They picked the wrong nigga. He was a piece of shit. Fucked them over. Continued to pick more wrong niggas. Kept fucking them over. Now she think that the one white guy that's treating her good. She think all black men is like the same and all that type of stuff, right? We understand that, but I guess my thing is, all right, once you like, at what point does it end? Like, at what point do we say, all right, like, what's the end of this? Are we just talking nonsense?
I agree. I agree, Mike. That's what I said. I said that very thing. I'm like, hey, bro, we need to level set, and we need to get to a point of where, hey, whoever you feel like you love or you like or you want to deal with, cool, fine. But don't come to man or woman, right? Fucking shitting on another your people because you found love or you found success with something else. I just think, you know what I mean? But again, and most importantly, the people outside got to start checking this shit too. But that's why I'm saying the women, and to Rock's point, the women don't check the women. The women, again, and I know it's like, but that's just the thing, man. It's like
and let me add to that too. You got to think about this. Oh, go ahead.
I just feel like it's, man, deal with the black women who fuck with you, who like you. The rest of them, shake them. We ain't even got to acknowledge them. Deal with the black women who like you and keep it pushing. Try to find the right one that suits you, and that's what you go by. The rest of them, they just riffraff. You don't listen to that. You ignore them.
They need a resurgence, man, because you got to think about this, bro. The reason why I say it's more of a problem that women have to fix is an internal problem, because you got to think about it. We talking about a race of black women that literally lifted gay men and put them on their level and say, yeah, you're a me. I ain't never seen a group of men say, hey, come on, studs, come on, dice, y'all just like me. Yeah, I want you to be just like me. And then now they think they better than y'all. That's not a man problem. That's not a black man problem. We didn't create that problem, and we shouldn't have to solve it. That's just something. This is a situation that black women gonna have to fix, bro. They make bad decisions, bro.
Yeah, they do. But I guess what I'm saying is like, so like, all right, so I didn't know that girl personally, but my girl was friends with her, right? So like, she obviously they always talk about relationships, like what I would do for my woman, and they would talk about all of that type of stuff as girls, right? So the girl wasn't like, of course, a lot of men and women say things to be hyperbolic. Sometimes you might be mad, you say something. I don't truly think the girl thought that about all black men. I just truly don't. I think that she probably got some niggas was in her comments, some dusty ass niggas, and she like, y'all broke ass niggas, y'all don't take care of y'all kids, right? I don't think that she really thought that about all of us. Now it's possible that she did. Oh, go ahead.
And that's where it ends right there, and that's the nuance of it. Is that they're on both sides. Both sides are kind of picking the hood part of us and being able to talk about that. And in that point, they right. You feel me? Like how Rock just did, where he spoke about there's a version of women at this, that, and the third, right? He's talking about a minority because when I see
No, that's a majority.
think about the majority of women are
Well,
what?
well, with the women, it don't
Black
got to be the hood ones. It can be the hood ones and the ones with money,
The
with
most
education.
educated ones. They all doing the same things. They all dressing alike. They all adopting gay friends. They all doing the same thing. They all want the same niggas. They all doing the same thing.
Where in Jersey they from?
I think she's from I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure my girl was from the South Jersey, like right, not far
Mullica
from over the
Hill?
bridge, right? So I'm
Not
assuming
Cherry
that
Hill.
not like Camden,
Man,
but
that's
like
Philly. That
more
ain't Jersey.
suburban. More like
Yo, guys, now it's
Marlton or something like that. Deptford.
Aaron, now it's just y'all
Deptford
three.
area.
Now it's just
Okay.
y'all three talking. Nobody else in the chat care.
No, well, no, there is context because it would be cultural. Like coming from Camden, a woman to believe, think like that is crazy. But if she was like from Mullica Hill, I would see how that's possible.
You're not Camden. No, not Camden at all.
No, not Camden. That ain't happening. Mullica Hill, Cherry Hill, Mullica Hill, a black woman from Mullica Hill, yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
Or Willenboro.
I mean, but it's
come
easy.
on, man. You know where she.
Yeah, Willingboro, yeah, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, you know where she.
I mean, it's easy for anybody to think like that, bro. Like it be so many. Like if you just watch the news, bro, it's like every day they painting some new picture of like some black dude doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So you could just that's where they get the fuel from. That's what I'm saying. Like as long as some dude is shooting some kid or like what happened out here in Miami was crazy, bro. It was like this 13, 14, and 15-year-old kid that they grabbed some girl and you know what I'm saying? And they all charged with that shit. Like shit like that where people could be like, "Oh, look at this." You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. Like
here's the thing.
I think as long as that exists, they're gonna always be able to be like, yo, look at black men doing this. Like just like when I go down to Brickell, right? And sorry, Hank. When I go down to Brickell, right? Everybody looking nice, everybody looking nice. And then they go that one black dude, you know what I'm saying, looking crazy as hell. It's so as long as that happens, bro, they always gonna be able to run it, bro. So I don't know how y'all ever gonna fix that part. Like that's why the PR is terrible because we just got people in our culture that's just doing like the most, bro, doing the wildest shit. Some other dude in Georgia, this father, the nigga was doing something with his kid and shit. Then he deleted like wild shit, wild stories that if you connected on YouTube, that shit just runs every day. Like every day you can find somebody in Detroit.
All right, come on now, Lee. You said sorry once. You ain't gonna say that's this.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying like the shit goes on and on and on, and I'm just trying to make that point. It's ridiculous of how much it goes on, and I know it's not the majority of us, but.
Yo, here's the thing. The anecdotal examples that we use every day to prove a point can work for or against at any point. You know? So that's just the game we play, covering topics and using those anecdotal examples, experience coupled with the statistics to an extent to make the point. All you need is one example to make a point, especially a salacious one, right? And if there's not enough time in a day to disprove or prove, at that day, that's the reality. You know, I'm thinking what Mont's saying, and Mr. Fantastic ain't show me no crazy comments. This is an unfortunate situation that she got her life taken, and the thing is, people will make it what they want because you can no longer defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what we're seeing. We get to speculate her mindset because she can't speak for herself.
In the most reckless fashion possible. Yep.
And our mindset is irrelevant to the crime. I don't care how she felt about us. She didn't deserve to get her life taken. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. I think, but then you know what happens to that? And I'm saying but on purpose, Rockstar. People will say this. But if you play stupid games, right? See, that's the thing. The shit we say will eat itself. You know? Because they, why was you with that white man? right? And then the same people will say, "Get your passport." So, and then, the Brazilian chicks took advantage of you over there, huh?
You ain't got no kidney.
So it's all fucked up. You know what I mean? If you going to date somebody else from somewhere else, don't disparage the culture you come from. That's the bottom line. Even if you speaking on the people in your comments, people will take that and make sure that is framed like you talking about all black men in the world, right? Like it's just that simple. That one comment to the broke nigga that was in the chat that she went to high school with gonna turn into all niggas. Cause that's the shit
All
that
niggas,
sells.
all niggas, all niggas. Damn.
And then Aaron can remember the KKK, right? The KKK conversation. Now that's with this and this with that. And the divester is different from the person who interracially date. I don't even fucking understand it halfway.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, I think it's like what happened with Kevin Samuels, right? Everybody talking crazy after he died. Same day. He passed, same day, everybody talking crazy. And it's like, yo, I get you didn't like him, right? But even with this, the same with the situation, like, yo, somebody passed. Can we try to figure out what happened to them before we start saying I told you so? You know? That's all I'm saying.
Nah, man. It sounds like you want that old thing back, man. You want it to be like the 90s, bro. It's 2026, bro. Everything that bleeds is gonna lead, bro. Everybody on that demon time out there, bro. I know that's what you want. You want shit to feel like Christmas again. You feel me? But nah, and yo, we heading deeper into that shit because once AI start taking over, it's gonna be no emotions. It's just gonna be, yo, a woman, black woman got killed by a white dude. That's definitely going up. I need to clip that
I
shit.
ain't even
I don't know
hear
why
that
I ain't
shit.
clipped it.
I ain't even hear it.
I saw it. I saw that shit yesterday. I thought it was AI. I was like, what the hell is this? This
That's
shit
one
sound
thing.
crazy.
I'm glad my mind ain't working like that. I don't
Yeah,
see
'cause
shit as
paradise is what you
AI. I take all
create.
that shit
Yeah.
serious. I don't say nothing as
Paradise
AI,
is
nigga. You gotta show me. I be thinking everything real. Fuck it. I ain't playing that AI game. Shit boring.
Shit be AI.
Blackberry was popping with the 20 ball says, I know that's right, Hamp. Put your money where your mouth is. Indeed. TJ was popping with the 2000s. Lee on some bullshit with all his non-answer statements. Blackberry with the 20 ball says, 252 watching and 162 likes. It takes one finger to hit the like button. That's a fact, though. Right now we at 340. Oh, Gun with the 2000s. I think a crime of passion. He lost it and got her. Prime with the $5 says, crazy thing is, this is like the 8th story in 2026 where a black woman has deleted a white man has deleted a black woman. That's pretty alarming. Yeah, given the small pool, right? And live with the 20 ball says, DJ Ham, I agree because he didn't want to really go through marrying that woman. Blackberry with the 20 ball says, the minority of black women do not represent the majority of black women. Please stop. Lie with the $10 says, I'm just going to call it for what it is. Buddy definitely didn't want her to inherit his wealth, rather she was pregnant or not. I believe white Buddy planned that whole thing. Like, share, subscribe, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. Dope show, fellas. Rockstar, what you think, man? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, man. Yeah, make sure I'm gonna hit you too, man. I'm gonna tell that loophole. But now, man, everybody has some valid points. Like I say, I don't like to jump to conclusions either, man. We gotta let the case take its course. You know what I mean, and figure it out. I mean, I got my thoughts, but ain't no telling, man.
Word. Mr. Williams, what you think?
Yeah, it was a great show, y'all. Salute to the chat, to the panel. It's always good to be up here with you fellows. Just hug somebody you love. Try to help one person if you can throughout the week. And that's all I got.
Indeed. Leave it up.
Yo, them Tanzanian niggas definitely bodied her. That's all I got.
Ma, you there? No. Aaron, what's popping?
Yeah, listen, the great show. One thing I think this show has really solidified with me is just the breadth and distance that the evil that men do can go. So, but I also believe that most people are just decent people that want to live a good life and do the righteous thing. So, if you're one of those people, just protect yourself and protect loved ones, people you care about, and people that interested in protecting you. That's why I always say, if you don't go when you want to go, when you do go, you'll find you've gone. You know what I mean? Like, don't get taken. You stay in your ground and stay safe. You know what I mean? Because the evil that men do is a mother.
That's a fact. It's fantastic.
Yeah, man. Hey, great combo today. You niggas keep being mad at Trump. Surprisingly, the stock market is up right now. It's been down for quite some time. So, despite all the oil shit and whatnot, what have you, make you some money, bro, because you're gonna need it. All right, that's all I got.
Yo, man, pay your taxes. There's games you could play with tax money, but the risk reward factor is high. If Floyd can make 500 and still owe 500 million and still owe 7, that is just scaled up to the same problems most of us have. Not understanding money is not understanding money regardless of how much you got. And he's a prime fucking example. Trump be just saying any fucking thing, bro. Along with the rest of the politicians. I don't know which way is up. Take advantage of every single loophole. If you ain't cheating, you ain't competing. Because they willing to do things to send us into a depression. That should let you know how much people care or don't care. Who interest do they serve? How often does the middle class to lower class win? I think if you know the answers to those questions, then you may move a little bit differently, man. Nobody should lose their life for something that seems so meaningless, I'm gonna tell you, they did not let Kevin Hart host the Oscars for some shit he said about gay people 15 years ago. Every single thing you type or say on this good here internet is gonna follow you, and people can perverse it, especially when you can't defend yourself. I seen the deference showed to that white man in that clip. There is a stereotype that tags along with you, even if you ain't that. And as a black man or woman, you got to disprove stereotypes every step of the way. To Lee's point, did we earn some of them, or was some of them given? Or was it given, then propagated? Who knows? But we do know that they exist. And you have to overcome them every time you step in somebody's corporate building, somebody's corporate house, et cetera, et cetera. So just keep thinking, man. All right, Mont, good. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Me and Sherelle on deck. Jump in the Discord, have some fun. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man.
All right, same here.
Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.